Are you ready to visit the motherland to relax and rejuvenate? Are you ready to explore all that Africa has to offer? Then check out the brand new Diversified Game Academy course, Prepare for My First Trip to Africa. Are you worried about being able to afford the trip? We got you. We will show you how to travel either on a budget or as a baller. Learn how to stress the value of the USD. Did you know that 100 United States dollars is worth over 1,000 South African rand or 10,000 Kenyan shillings or 54,250 West African CFA? Are you worried about taking your kids? Get the game from Kellen Cash, a bona fide world traveler, having traveled to almost 20 countries, several of those in Africa. Get the game on taking your kids on their first trips. Learn how to find the best tickets, get the visas, and plan your own adventures in Africa. Don't let Eddie Murphy have all the fun. Plan your own coming to Africa trip starring you, produced by you, and featuring you. If you are ready for a life-changing experience, sign up for our course today, Diversified Game Academy. Get prepared and purchase at diversifiedgame.com.
Finding the right real estate professional can be challenging. I'm broker Melissa Wilson. I'm knowledgeable in all aspects of the real estate process. So whether you're looking to buy new or an existing home or have a commercial need, I'm here to help.
Make sure you pick up my two books that's in Amazon right now. The first one is Passive-Aggressive Racism and the System of White Supremacy. And I talk about in that particular book how the system of white supremacy really runs on our daily lives here in America. In our latest book, 7 Steps to Decolonize the Mind, we go through those steps to try to deprogram you from the system of white supremacy. Make sure you can pick up those books on Amazon.com.
Introducing the African Diaspora News Channel app, your gateway to stories that's overlooked by the corporate mainstream media.
At African Diaspora News Channel, we cover stories that don't receive mainstream attention, and we serve as the voice to the global Black community. We are committed to informing and educating through the power of media, connecting the African diaspora one story at a time.
With our platform, we're helping to end injustice by exposing it.
Join us in standing for excellence in journalism and serving our community. Download the African Diaspora News app today.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are here. We are here. A couple of minutes late. You know, nature calls. So I had to go answer nature. Right, that goes. All right, we finally here. We finally here. Election night is something we've been waiting for a long time. This race has been contentious. We have seen Democrat shills act up in a way I've never seen them act up before in all the years that I've been seeing what Democrat shills are. This race have divided the people, divided the country, and now it's here. So some of the states, and we'll get to that here in a second, the states are starting to report, and some interesting things is actually, happening here, even in Texas. So we're going to get to that. But shout out to everybody. How many of y'all voted today? Because I saw some people in line and everything, and even my wife today, she was like, "Yeah, I got to go vote today." And I'm like, "Oh, you voting? I thought you wasn't even voting this time." And she always votes. She say, "Nah, I'm gonna do it." I say, "Okay." I said, "I did it early voting. If you was gonna do it, you should have came with me." Early voting. So, I didn't find out she actually got in that line. But let's not take too long. Let me get to my screen here, and let's get it up on the screen so we can start looking at some of this stuff. All right, we on Decision Desk HQ, and some things are coming in. I've been looking at some of this. Now, as you can see on the screen, Florida here about 71% of the votes have came in with Florida right now. And as of 8:09 p.m., it's looking like Trump is going to cruise to victory in Florida. That's what it's looking like here because that's over 1 million votes. You know, Jill Stein got 26,000, but that's about 71%. Definitely when you get to about 75, 80, you kind of see where it's at. Then here they talk about the win chances down here. Okay, it's back out of here because these things keep updating. Now on this site, it also tells you kind of like, it'll show you the counties. Now it's 36%. And as of right now, Trump is leading as of right now in Georgia. Now, I know Kamala Harris is going to get most of these counties around Atlanta. Because you see like Fulton County right here, they about 55% of the vote, and you see kind of like what that said, that's like deep blue. Douglas County, that's another deep blue. But you kind of get out of Atlanta and some of those places, it's you know, Georgia is more so red like that, except them little pockets, you know, like Chatham, they only 5% counted. Liberty is about 82% counted. So it's safe to say she's going to get Liberty County out there in Georgia. Let's get back up here on the map. And these will change as they come in. But as of right now, North Carolina, with only 8% of the vote right now counted, is showing Kamala Harris. But I've seen these things flip back and forth, okay? Because at one point in time, Georgia was showing blue. I said, oh, is she going to get Georgia? I was just kind of interested in that. Now, 16% of the vote counted in Texas. And so far, you know, this is what it's showing so far. But also what was very interesting too, with Texas, and let me see if I can show you something else. The Senate race in Texas. Let me load this up real quick so y'all can see. So the Senate race in Texas, as of right now, just 14% counting, is showing like this. That's interesting. That's very interesting for right now. Okay. All right. So let's go back to president, ladies and gentlemen, and Oklahoma. It shows red, but it hasn't been fully counted, so I don't accept that until I see it mostly counted. Missouri still haven't really counted anything. Mississippi still haven't. Alabama. Let me see. Go up here to was it Michigan? You have about 2%. Counted so far, and it's only like one county, Oakland County, so far. In Michigan, we'll go down here to Ohio. That's been flipping back and forth. That's with 25% counted, and you can kind of see, you know, where the blue area where Kamala has these here, and then Trump has all the red. So you see, have a lot of counties that have not been counted as of yet. Florida. A lot of the news is trying to, you know, basically call, you know, Florida already just about for Trump. South Carolina, they only have a 13% counted so far. Now that's interesting. Look at Lawrence County in South Carolina. Jill Stein got more votes so far with 53% of the vote. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Okay. I didn't see that coming. Of course, this is a blue county, Marlboro County here, but they 50% in. Let's go up. Let me see. What is this? Maryland, they haven't really started counting yet. New Jersey, they are only 3% in. And, you know, I mean, I would expect her to win New Jersey, just like I would expect her to win New York. I mean, that would be a given. This is Connecticut, but they only like less than 1% in. So, you know, we're not much about that as of yet, but we're still kind of waiting for more results as they come in. These things will change every time. It's like it will keep updating itself. So now with 43% counted in so far, 43%, Trump is leading in Georgia. Let me see. Pennsylvania is one of the main contests that they're looking for. And a lot of your West Coast, of course, that's going to come up a bunch later. Okay. So we'll definitely get back to that, ladies and gentlemen. here in a minute. But yeah, so we're gonna keep this up. We're gonna look more into it as at every minute something is changing with this election. Now, like I said, this election has divided a lot of people. This election has got a lot of people angry and upset. I believe this election will, permanently make a particular division in the black community, and that is good. That is good. That is good. It's going to make, you say Trump should win Georgia and Florida? Well, we'll see, my man. We'll see it. We'll see if he wins. We're going to go back to it here in a minute. But after this election, and where will people stand in the black community? Where will they stand with each other? Will they still let this election divide everybody? Or will everybody go to Thanksgiving dinner and put that mess to the side and say, hey, okay, that's politics. It is what it is. Go ahead and pass on the macaroni and cheese. Go ahead and pass on that sweet potato pie. Go pass some real black American collard greens and mustard greens. Not that Kamala Harris bathtub collard greens. We ain't talking about that. We talking about the real one. Are we going to put this mess to the side? Christmas come up. Are we going to put this mess to the side? Or y'all still going to be talking about this mess? You say, now Yak Diesel say Trump 2024, low gas and grocery prices. But you remember last night when we covered this, we said that many of the women were saying that the economy, they were suffering with the economy. They supported Kamala, but they were suffering with the economy. So we're going to see if this is going to be a referendum, on the Biden-Harris administration. Because all they had to do was just keep the gas prices low. All they had to do is make sure groceries stayed where they was at, low. Don't mess up the interest rates, and she would have cruised right on the victory very easily. But they didn't do that. They brought in millions upon millions of people. That's also affecting a lot of people that's voting. You said that Buckhorse DC said we are oppressed. Yeah, the bathtub greens. Yeah, we not down for that. So let's get back and check to what we got on the screen. All right. So as you can see up here, all that's, like this kind of calling and estimates. And it's interesting how it's showing so far with Trump with more votes than Vice President Kamala Harris. Now, Texas, like I said, we're 28% in. Of course, now around, see Fort Bend, they're calling, so far only 76%. So it looks like, ooh, that's close. That's very close. Montgomery County, that's almost safe to say that's going to be for Trump. Fayette, look like that's going to be for Trump. Dallas, Dallas, y'all voted for Kamala. That's interesting. I know all the big cities in Texas is straight blue. You look at Houston with Harris County, I guess they haven't finished yet or turned theirs in yet. But this is where we at still for Texas. All right. Big state to get. Mississippi still haven't counted anything yet. Tennessee is about 14% in on the estimate counts. And so far at 14%, Trump is kind of ahead there. Very, very ahead, as you can see, with Tennessee. Kentucky is about 50% in. And Trump, looking like he cruising the victory on that one. In Kentucky, Indiana is about 26% in. And we're looking at if Trump holds that, he may get that state too. A lot of red on these counties. You say, yeah, Dallas, yeah. Well, let me tell you something about Texas. When it comes to Texas, y'all, when it comes to like your Austin, Texas, Houston, Dallas, and San Antonio, they are Democrat strongholds. I don't know if y'all know that. They are very, very Democrat. And I don't know I wish I understood that. I need to do some research in that. Why the major cities in the United States are Democrat? All the major cities. But anything outside, see Dallas, like, Tarrant County, Ellis, Kaufman, Collin, Denton, all this around Dallas, right, is red, but Dallas itself is blue. And Fort Bend is a little bit south of Houston. Fort Bend County, what's right next? Harris County is the biggest county in Texas, Harris County. And Harris County is blue. Tell you that right now. That is a blue county.
hands down. The largest county in Texas. Houston, Harris County area, you can be driving a whole hour and you're still in Houston. That's how big it is down here, okay? Some of y'all drive a whole hour and you cross another state or 2 states or a couple of cities. And some of y'all states on the East Coast. All right, let's get back up here. All right. Pennsylvania starting to count now. They are 5% in. And they've counted 30% in Pittsburgh. Warren, it's 23%. Like 22% in Clinton and Bucks. So now Pennsylvania's starting to come in. That's one of the grand prizes of the night. All right. So where else are we looking at here? Michigan, that's about 4% in. Not much there to report. Ohio's at 29%. See, Vermont, so far 21%. I think she'll get that one. New Hampshire's at 20%. Massachusetts. Where's New York here? New York haven't counted yet. Delaware. It's New York. Virginia is like 33% in. And you can kind of see where it's at 33% in Virginia. And the interesting part about Virginia, they have a Republican governor. So that's interesting. But you see all the red counties, but you still got more counting to do. So we can't call it as of yet. North Carolina, they're 10% in on the counts already. 10%. So that's what you're looking at 10%. A lot of blue. Charlotte, it's a lot of blue. Is North Carolina normally a blue state? I was just curious about that. Georgia's looking at 47%. And that's what the map looking like right now. Okay, you said, Gary Mack, you're in Tarrant, Arlington, Texas? Okay. Yeah, but I don't know what's up with the people in Dallas. But they do like the people in Houston, so there you go. All right, so let's say it's like Trump got some of that. Okay. 82% in Liberty. I'm just curious about these counties. Chatham. Those of you from Georgia, is that about normal with a lot of these blues around these cities, right? Augusta is another blue. I just want to see the difference about Georgia. What I want to look at is I want to see black people's temperature. And what I mean by that is if Vice President Kamala Harris was to win Georgia, then I would have to look at it and say, okay, I think we're done as a people if she wins Georgia. Because all that booty shaking this woman was putting up there for y'all, with Megan Thee Stallion and all these rappers and all that, like if that tipped Georgia, I would have to put my head down. Not so much because of her, but because of black people. So I hope they see that didn't work. God, I hope so for the sake of our community. All right, this is Kansas is starting to count. They're at 2% of the vote right now. Kansas. You say you're in Charlotte. You say Charlotte, North Carolina is usually red. Well, like I said, it flips because at one point in time I saw Georgia being kind of like blue a little bit, and then it flipped to red. So as they count, right? So North Carolina, they only 11% in. Virginia are 34% in. Okay. Pennsylvania now at 5% in. What is the blue counties mostly in that's Philly right here. Then Philly haven't counted yet. Well, who's this? Delaware County. What is it? Is it the major cities? Is that the ones that's blue here? I'm just curious if any of y'all from that state. You say DC? Oh, you know DC gonna be blue. Just give me a second. Let me see if I can get DC up here. Hold on, let's see here. Where's DC? Oh, you know, didn't DC go into Maryland? Let me see. Hold on. Rhode Island haven't started counting yet. It's Maine haven't. New York haven't got theirs started yet. That's usually a solid blue. Illinois less than 1% in. Yeah, I saw it down here. Philadelphia right there. They haven't got theirs in yet. Okay, you see how quick they pop up? Okay, so you got Northampton at 15%. And Bucks right now 11%. So I'm telling y'all, this stuff is going to change as we talking. It's going to change. So we'll keep looking at it. Texas at 34% counted. Florida, you might well say it's safe to say Trump won Florida. It's definitely safe to say that Trump won Florida. It's hands down. Because you about, 95% on the reporting? You just got maybe, a couple of counties left? And you see what I'm talking about? Tallahassee, there's a lot of black people in Tallahassee, though. Where's, it's a Gadsden? Just looking at these different counties. So it's safe to say Trump got Florida. It's 95%. But that's I like how Florida counted theirs fast. Shout out to Florida, man. South Carolina's at 33%. Illinois is barely getting started. Michigan is just at 5%. I guess Maine is about to get started. They're starting to count theirs up. Alabama is starting to count. Mississippi haven't started as of yet. Mississippi, y'all need to come on. Give the program, Mississippi. You say if Kamala wins, let make her a one-term president. If Kamala wins, let's make. Okay, let me tell you something. In one term, let me get back up there. Y'all talking about a one-term president. Look, she can do a lot of. Let me get it on the screen. She can do a lot of damage. And do you see the damage Biden has done in one term? You don't want nobody to have a one term. Look at the damage Biden did in this term. Okay? Flooded the country with a bunch of migrants, stacking on everybody in the cities, especially harming the black community. Look at the gas price. Look at everything you're complaining about now. That's one term. This Biden and Harris didn't get two. Now, that would be a second term for her because she's already served in this administration. Now, she'll be at the head of it. Do you think she's going to do anything any better? What you mean one term? But I just want to see what America's temperature is at. I just want to see. Because if she wins this election, then it tells me, oh, y'all want to suffer more. Y'all haven't suffered enough, clearly. You know, you want to go through a depression. And one thing these rich people, they're not going to suffer with you because these rich people got other passports. They'll get away from you before you go over there and say, oh, you got food, let me get yours. You understand what I'm saying? But let's see. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Let's get back on the screen here. All right, we're back at it again. So definitely Florida is for Trump. That's for sure. You got 11 million votes so far that's up here. 11 million votes for Trump. That's his territory. All right. Shoot, man, y'all want some? Let me put some background music on here for y'all while we talking, right? Shoot, we're gonna do something a little different tonight. Let me get some background music. Turn it down just a little bit. That's some background music. Y'all can hear it. Yes, I know it sounds like that. That's that kind of movie style music. Don't you love modern technology? All right, we got 48% in Georgia, counting right now. And Trump is up about 300,000 or so votes as of now at 48%. So Georgia may be close. It may be close. Cornel West, all he got was 100 votes. Okay, see now it's coming in. Gwinnett, which I knew this. Anything around Atlanta probably is going to be like that. I knew that. And I don't even live there, and I know that much. No, that music did not come from the Avengers. I can't play Avengers music on YouTube. That'll be copyrighted. Richmond, Burke, okay. So we're looking at 51% now in, and Trump got a maybe 300,000 lead so far. Cornel West, all he got was 100 votes. Go back and check. Kentucky's about at 59%. I say when you get about 75, 80%, you can probably call that state, at least in my opinion. Kamala Harris is kind of cruising so far in Vermont. Like New Hampshire, she's cruising too. They still got a lot of voting to count in Connecticut. But if y'all see how they switch, sometimes they can switch from blue to red, so you don't know. Mississippi is starting to count. How is Louisiana haven't started counting yet? That's crazy. Yeah, Cornell wasn't on the ballot in Texas. I don't know who Chris Garrity is. I don't know, but he only got 855. Yeah, I'm glad. Look, North Carolina, I'm glad y'all mentioned that. So 14% of the vote has been counted so far, and yeah, it's neck and neck in North Carolina right now. It's neck and neck. Virginia is at 40% of the vote counted, but you still have a lot of counties. If y'all from Virginia, is this all blue in this area right here where Virginia Beach is at? Is that like a blue area? And you see around Arlington, Virginia is all, you know, the airport's at, right? All blue. Man, Cornel West only got 2 votes. Oh, okay. Cool. Some of the counties Cornel West wasn't even on. That's interesting too. Okay, we're checking Ohio again. Ohio is at 34% counted. And so far, Vice President Kamala Harris is leading in Ohio. You say Arlington is pretty much like DC? All right, with 8% counted so far, Vice President Kamala Harris is leading as of right now in Pennsylvania. But you have a whole lot of counties that have not been counted yet, only 8%. Oklahoma, about 22% counted. You got a few counties left. They're kind of giving some of this stuff solid reds here, but you got, see what I'm talking about? Tulsa, Oklahoma, blue. That I'm telling y'all, when you look at these major cities, they all Democrat. That's interesting. Oklahoma City, another big city, blue. Man, I gotta find out why that is. It's interesting. All right, Georgia, let's get back to there. That's a hot state. 51% have been counted. Trump is still, well, some things are changing. 52% has counted, come in. Back out. Let's go back and check North Carolina. They had 14% counted. That's a lot of blue on that map. And if you look at it right now, it's about a little over 4,000 votes ahead. It's a neck and neck race in North Carolina with 14% going, but you still have a lot of counties that have not been counted yet. South Carolina's at 36% counted, and Trump is in the lead in that state as of right now. As you can see, Michigan is only 6%. They just kind of got started on their counting. And Vice President Kamala Harris has a slight lead in that state as of right now. All right. Who we didn't check? Okay, Tennessee has 23%. It's still showing a lot of red in Tennessee. So there you go. Now, one race I'm curious about, have they started counting New York yet? Because I'm so curious about the New York race with your girl Cortez. I'm going to have to look into that. We have 53% in Texas. But let me check the Senate race in Texas. I'm just curious about the Senate race right now with 40% counting, at least in the Senate race, and Colin Allred, the Democrat, is leading. Interesting. That is very interesting so far. That would be an upset if Colin Allred would beat Ted Cruz in Texas. That would be an upset. That would be crazy. That'd be so crazy. Let's see, Jim Banks, that's another Senate race in Indiana. He's ahead. Jim Justice, they say he's probably gonna win that. That's West Virginia. That's the only reason. That's what Joe Manchin used to be, but he was a quote unquote Democrat. But no, that's a Republican state. Tim Kaine looked like he may win his race. Then you got Rick Scott. He won his race. Mississippi, they just started getting started. 30% Marsha Blackburn. Man, she's really ahead with only 30%. Sherrod Brown, Ohio, 35%. 10% so far counted. Yeah, it looked like Bob Casey Jr., the Democrat, yeah, he may cruise on the victory. I mean, look how far ahead, but you never know. New Jersey, Andy Kim. All right, let's get back to president here. See if anything changed. Well, I know, see down here, they'll tell you the president win chance. So that keeps fluctuating based on states as that come in. So as of right now, this is kind of like where it's at. All right. Mississippi, they still haven't started their stuff too much. Georgia's at 52% now. Kansas only is at 6%. Illinois is finally starting to count, and they at 9% as of right now, 9%. And Illinois is normally Democrat, That's for sure. Now, a lot of people in Illinois, especially Chicago. Let me see that Chicago. That's Cook County. Yeah, Chicago. And I want y'all to look at what their so far 4% is in. Now, Chicago has been a spot where all the migrants have been. I'm so curious of how they voting in Cook County. Oh, I'm curious. Let me get back on the screen here for a minute, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm very, very curious about Cook County because where everybody complain about the migrant crisis, at least I would think that black people would be like, you know what? Hey, I'm getting out there and voting because, hey, Trump got to get them out of here. That's what I would think black people would do. It would be crazy to see black people in Chicago come out voting for Harris like that after it was her fault while all the migrants is in your city. It's her fault. She was the border czar. That was her. Then she's trying to sit up here and deny that wasn't her, and all the news reports keep calling her the border czar. So Cook County, we want to look at you too. You say horrible, but I know, but more than likely. Yeah. I'm telling you, it's a black American people. They gotta, But like I said, I want to see the complete election. More and more is coming in as we speak, so we just give it a minute so we won't be still staring at the same screen. But DJ Brown Sugar V said, I just said that. I hope we flip Illinois. I would just hope you flip Cook County. I'll be happy if you flip Cook County, because if you flip Cook County, which is a big one, then Brandon Johnson would be in trouble because you know he's going to run for re-election. You already know that, right? So if y'all can flip Cook County red, oh, man, he'll be in trouble. He will be in trouble. You said that you say you're from Chicago and live in Cook County. You're saying these idiots will vote for her. Look, I know, listen, you preaching to the choir. One thing about our people, black people in particular, black Americans specifically, we are hard-headed, we are stubborn as a mule, and we don't get it until we literally like the water's over our head and we can't breathe now. Now we want to start fighting and all of that. We're not going to do nothing when we see the water coming up over our feet. We're not going to do nothing when we see the water coming up over our knees. We're not going to do nothing when we see the water coming up over our waist. We're not going to do nothing when we see the water up to our chest. We're not going to do nothing even when we see the water come up to our mouth. But when the water just quickly go over our head, now we want to just actually do something, but we could have did something when the water was at our feet. That's black people. That's us. We don't want to do. So black people, we got to suffer immensely. I mean, suffer. I mean, really, really suffer. Think about it. The most we were really on code, think about it, really, really on code, was definitely in the civil rights movement. Why? Because the white supremacists was terrorizing black people. So yeah, we get on code then because why? It's over our head now. We can't breathe. Or you look at with George Floyd, we have to literally see something that graphic for us to say, okay, forget this, right? You got to see something like Trayvon Martin for you to do something. You got to see Michael Brown. You got to see so many different horrible things for you to say, okay, I'm sick of this. I'm going to do something. And if them people promise you just a little bit of like comfort, a little bit of something, right? Some partying and BS, and they let you give you a little money, give you a job, right? You'll be happy again. You'll tone down and go right back voting for the Democrat Party. I know you. I've been covering you for years. I know your patterns. And if I'm gonna look at the exit poll, I'm gonna look at those counties like we're watching now. And when they get about 80 to maybe 90%, that tells all that complaining, I'll say about the migrants, that means you ain't learned enough. And that means you need to be dumped with about 30 more million of them right in your city. Because I told y'all, if y'all vote for that lady and put her in office, I ain't got nothing to say about what she do. Nothing. If she import the whole world over here, I'm going to take the attitude, no, she don't put them in my house. She can import what she want. Because clearly, I can't fight against the community. I won't do it. If y'all want that lady and you want more immigration in here, as long as she don't put them in my house, I'm cool. Because I told y'all, when I say about me personally, I'm not worried about immigrants taking my job. I worry about immigrants taking a lot of yours. I do worry about that because y'all my people. But if my people don't care about themselves, then what could I do at that point, right? But hey, we watching the election. I'm just telling you ahead of time where my commentary going. Trust me, all these Kamala Harris commentaries, y'all put it in, I ain't got nothing bad to say about it at that point. Nothing. But let's get back. Let's get back on the screen here. All right. We back. Texas at 54%. Now, as you can see, it's starting to come in. Harris County is starting to come in at 72%. See what I was talking about? Harris County is almost done counting. And that's our largest county in Texas is Harris County. Okay. All right, let's get back to it. Let's go back to good old Georgia. Georgia's at 55%. Trump's still holding about a little over 300,000 lead in Georgia. All right. North Carolina is at 24%. And you see how it kind of changed because earlier it was showing blue. Now it's showing this. Trump is by over 100,000 votes. Right now at 24% counting. South Carolina at 48% counting. Trump is in the lead in that state as of now with 48%. Pennsylvania at 12% counting. Kamala Harris is dominating in Pennsylvania as with 12% counting. Michigan at 8% counting. Kamala Harris is definitely in the lead there, but not much has been counted as of yet, just 8%. Ohio's at 43% counting, and it's kind of close in Ohio right now. I mean, he's not up that much. Well, 43% counting, I'm sorry. So Cincinnati, Hamilton County, Dayton is 42%, Columbus, Akron, Cleveland, okay. All the major cities, Toledo. Hey, I told y'all, DJ Brown Sugar, hey. All right, with 61% counting in Georgia, 61%. And see, didn't I tell y'all that? All the way around Atlanta, I told y'all that. All those counties, Newton, Rockdale, DeKalb, Gwinnett, Fulton, 74%, Cobb County, all that around that Atlanta area. I knew that was going to happen. Augusta, Burke. They still have more counting to go, but Trump still has a lead. Not much of a lead. I mean, it is a lead, but not a whole lot to be safe. So it's 63% as of right now. All right. Virginia is at 46% counted, and Kamala Harris has a lead there. Not much of a lead, but she still has a lead as of right now in Virginia. 35% in Vermont. She's clearly leading there, but that's usually a safe blue state. New Hampshire, you got 31%. Okay. Where do we need to check? Man, New York haven't started counting yet? That's interesting. That's weird. And why Louisiana haven't started counting yet? Missouri only got 2% as of right now. You said, watch Phil. If you say if Skamala get elected, be ready for your email to get filled. You was right, Phil. I ain't got nothing to say. I'm like, y'all on your own at that point. 32% in Oklahoma. Man, that's crazy. Almost the whole Oklahoma is all leaning red except Oklahoma City and Tulsa. That's crazy. Texas now is at 54%. San Antonio, just like I told y'all. Austin, just like I told y'all. Jim Hogg County. I wonder what the Valley is going to do. I'm interested in what they're going to do. Because a lot of Hispanics is talking about Trump. At 12%. Let's go back to Cook County. Those of you who stay over there. You see it's 19% in. And look what kind of lead Kamala has in Cook County. Want y'all to see that. Pennsylvania, so far 13% in. And it's still showing Vice President Kamala Harris have a huge lead as of right now in Pennsylvania. But a lot more counties have to be counted. Because you see there, look, Washington County, Allegheny, Westmoreland, all those, all that's blue. We still have more to count. Those of you brothers and sisters in Alabama, you say, oh no, not Cook County. Oh yes, Cook County, Lisa. Cook County. Yes, Cook County, Cook County. All right, so let me get back up here, right? So Georgia's at 63%. I'm so interested in Georgia. What's gonna happen there? Trump's still holding the lead in Georgia. Virginia is very close. As you can see that, Virginia is very close. Still more counties to count. Michigan still at 8%, and so far Vice President Kamala Harris has a lead in Michigan. You say polls close in 7 minutes in some locations? Okay. All right. When does the polls close in New York? I'm curious about that. When does the polls close in New York? Let me check that right now while I'm here. Oh, okay. So yeah, New York won't close. Yeah, like you said, about another at 9 p.m. their time. That's crazy, because most of the places I'm used to, they close at 7, but they close theirs at 9, so their results won't start coming in until later. That's crazy. They do it that late. Yeah, 9 p.m. Got it. North Carolina at 26%. Trump is leading in North Carolina. At 48%, Trump is leading in South Carolina. I still can't get over Jill Stein getting the whole county. I'm still tripped out about that. And you know the Democrats are hot about that. Oh, the Democrats are hot about that. But you know what I like about that? That lets y'all know something. If y'all really tired of the Democrat and Republican Party, then this county right here, Lawrence County in South Carolina, showed you that you do not have to select Democrat or Republican. You can select another party. You understand what I'm saying? And she's going to win that county with 93% of the vote. She's going to win. So that needs to be the story to talk about, actually, is her winning a whole county like that. But according to Angela Wright, you won't win nothing. Like, okay, I know she's not gonna win the presidency, but the fact is, America got to get out this two-party system, and you can do it by voting for a third party. All you got to do is say, I'm not voting for Democrat, I'm not voting for Republican, I'm voting for third party, and do it, and that would literally change America. But you know, people complain about the two-party system, but you keep voting for it too. All right, let's see here. Let's go back to Georgia. Georgia now is at 63% at the count. And Trump still has a lead, but it's not a huge one. But it's close. It's close. Jill Stein got about almost 9,000 votes there. Okay. Texas at 56% of the vote. And Trump is leading by, look like, a good 500,000 votes so far, with 56% counting. And let me see. Where's Harris County at? Where's Harris County? I know I had it up here. Oh yeah, Galveston County is red. I know that. I used to live in Galveston County. So it's safe to say Kamala gonna get Harris County. That's safe to say that. And then Dallas County, yeah, she gonna get that. With San Antonio, she gonna get that. Austin, Travis County, she's definitely getting that. Okay, all right. Mississippi is finally 1% in. I don't think Trump would have too much of a problem in Mississippi. I don't think so. Alabama, now they starting to count as well. Trump has a lead as of right now, 1% of the vote. You're checking back to Michigan again. And Michigan, Vice President Kamala Harris has a commanding lead with 8% counted so far. I guess is Maine one of those states that's closing their polls late too. New Jersey's only 25% in. Now y'all mentioned Washington D.C. a little earlier. I don't know if you can even see that on this map, Washington D.C. North Carolina now is at 27%. And you can kind of see that Donald Trump really, came up on a lead there. And they got a few more counties to go. Oh, KK Renee, you say you voted for Jill Stein? Okay. You say Chicago's scaring you? Yeah, that's Cook County. Let me go back to Illinois. There we go right there. 19% of the votes counted. And so far, Kamala Harris is leading big time in Cook County. So, yeah, brothers and sisters that live in Cook County, Chicago in particular, yeah. Will County, 49%. Kane County. I guess Springfield will be where your governor is at, right? Okay, cool. Well, 13% counted so far. Okay, North Carolina now went up to 38% county. See how quick it changes? And now Donald Trump has a small lead now. You see 1.25 over here, 1.1. All right, so small lead still. So it's not solid. Still 63%. Trump still is where you at there. Tennessee is about 60% in. I would say at least when you get about 75% or so, 80%, you can definitely call it. But it's looking like Trump may definitely get Tennessee. That's what it's looking like so far, because it's just about almost all red minus Nashville. right there in Haywood County. Michigan saying is 9% in, and Vice President Kamala Harris is still leading that state. But, a lot of northern states, Democrats going to do very well in. And also, the West Coast. Now, the West Coast, their polls don't close at what time? But, that's usually the blue wall there. That's definitely a blue wall. But what everybody's paying attention to right now is Nevada. Definitely Nevada. So let me see what time Nevada polls close. Let me see here. Let's see Nevada polls close. Y'all know what time Nevada? Oh, they close at 8 p.m. as well. Okay, and Nevada is what, 2 hours behind me? Isn't Nevada on the same time as California? And if so, that won't be until 10 o'clock on my time. All right, Wyoming is starting to do their stuff. Okay, North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska. All right, so now they're starting to do theirs. So let's see what happens. Oh, they got another 3 hours? Okay. I got you. Oh, you say Nevada is 1 hour ahead of y'all in California? Okay. Cause I'm on Central Time. You said Cackle are gonna have us all looking like Tijuana? Yeah, I can believe that. All right, so far Mississippi starting to report 2% estimated reporting, and so far Donald Trump has about an 8,000 vote lead there. Alabama 3%. All right, we keep checking on Georgia. Georgia 65% reporting, as you can see here. You say Nevada and Cali's in the same time zone? Okay. So they basically 2 hours ahead of me. Okay, so about 10 p.m. Central Standard Time, that's basically when they polls close. Gotcha. All right. So New York. All right, so that's about to get started. That's why they got on the screen already. Pennsylvania. So far, she has a major lead in Pennsylvania. The night is young. All right, so we'll check back on this here in a minute. So has anything surprised y'all as of yet? Well, we checking this on the screen. Has y'all been surprised? Have y'all saying, man, I know some of y'all talking about Cook County. So it let me know all that talking that people been doing at the city council about migrants, all that talking that people been going in on Brandon Johnson about the migrants and everything that's going on over there, right? And so far, and I know it's not just black people, I know that, but there's been other people complaining. There's been Asians complaining about the migrants, Hispanics have been complaining about the migrants, and even white people have been complaining about the migrants of Brandon Johnson. But so far, the lady in the administration that caused the migrant crisis, y'all gonna want to go vote 4 more years. Oh boy, this stuff is funny to me. This is funny. I'm telling y'all, this is so funny to me. This is funny. Well, hold on. Let me see what time it is in Arizona. Hold on. I thought Arizona was 1 hour behind me because everybody's time zones is just. Let me hear time zone. Let me see time in Arizona. Okay, yeah, they're 1 hour behind me. So I guess with Arizona, they polls to start closing. I guess. Let's see. Or they gonna stay to 8. Give me a second. New York hasn't started yet. All right, Virginia. Wow. 50%. And it looks like a 12,000 vote lead right now in Virginia. As of right now. All right. North Carolina, that's close as well at 41%. South Carolina is 53%. And man, Trump, he got a big commanding lead. Let's go back to Georgia. Georgia got 66% of their votes counted now. And Trump still holds a lead there. Remember, in 2020, Joe Biden won Georgia. And just like they had one, and you remember, and let's go back to talk about that. And if they lose Georgia, this is gonna be the reason why if they lose Georgia, if the Democrats lose. Let's go back to 2020. Black people voted for Joe Biden, hands down. They voted for Raphael Warnock and John Ossoff. Gave Joe Biden and Kamala Harris a Democrat Senate. They had a Democrat House. Black people showed up in 2020 to deliver for the Democrats. What did black Americans get for all that voting in 2020? We didn't get a thing. We didn't get anything but criticism. We got blamed, for saying that we was out here. I got to switch my thing now. I didn't know my thing had shut down. Give me a second. I didn't charge my tablet up, so I got to go on here just to give me a second so I can see what y'all saying. All right, so I can keep up with y'all talking about him on the screen. I hate my little screen because I normally have my big. You know what? What am I talking about? I got my big tablet. Hello. Hold on, y'all. I got to just switch tablets real quick so I can keep up with y'all talking about. You say Illinois is surprising? You say, but I don't doubt that they found a way for them to migrants to vote. Man, what's this thing? Is this thing out too? Oh, there we go. I don't know. Hey, I don't know. I will not make accusations I don't have proof of. I can't do that in my position. Only thing I can say, if it's proof of it, then it needs to come out. Okay, cool. I got 89% here. All right, awesome. Give me a second, y'all, so I can switch. And then I will, come on. Where's my YouTube? There we go. Just give me a second on my YouTube. I don't want that. Hello. My channel. All right, cool. Yeah, y'all I had to switch to my other tablet here. Where's my low power mode so I can save power? And there we go. All right, man. I should have been using this thing for a long time, and this tablet is 2 times bigger. Because I use this tablet a lot of times on my when I'm watching comments. But I got my big one right here. Sometimes I use my teleprompter up there. All right, cool. We good to go. Yeah, Illinois has always been blue. You say you refuse to vote for either, you say Republican or Democrat. Well, that's your choice. That's your choice. If you chose couch, hey, I ain't got a problem with that. If you chose couch, but I said third party been good too. All right, let's go back and check on what we was doing up here. All right, boom. Now it jumped up, as y'all can see on the screen, 68%. And Trump still has the lead. All right. Texas is about 61% in, and Trump is still leading in Texas, which I expect Trump to win Texas. Louisiana is starting to count. Mississippi is about 8% in. Trump should probably win that. Alabama, 4% in. Let's go back to Pennsylvania. They're 17% in now. And as you can see, Vice President Kamala Harris is, okay, now they're 17% in. See how quick it changed? And now she's still leading in Pennsylvania. Virginia's at 53% in, and it looks like Trump got a small lead, not much one. North Carolina at 41%, Trump is leading there. South Carolina now is at 58% counted, and Trump is leading there pretty well. Let's see. These other states. Wyoming haven't started counting yet. I know y'all interested in Illinois. They had 31% counted. And as you can see, Vice President Kamala Harris has a big commanding lead in Illinois. If we go to Cook County, I know y'all concerned about that. Cook County is about 60% counted. And you can see there, she has a big commanding lead in Cook County. Springfield, where your governor is at, and she has a lead there with 39% counted. Indiana's 49% in. You can see he still has the lead there. Ohio's 50% counted. And it's good y'all can see on this map, kind of like where all the red parts of the counties at and versus where all the blue is at, right? So all the cities that I talk about, all the major cities. Let me see here. Virginia, we looked at that. New York haven't started. New Hampshire is at 35% counted. Vice President Kamala Harris has a lead there. Vermont, as you can see, if you can look at that here, it was 51%. She has, Vice President Kamala Harris has a commanding lead as of right now in Vermont, ladies and gentlemen. You say, what is wrong with Chicago, Lisa? I don't know, Lisa. You tell me. I'm not from Chicago. I'm from down here, Texas, right? And just like you could say, well, what's wrong with the people in Houston? I know the people in Houston. They are Democrat to the core. I'll tell you that. They are super Democrats in Houston. But if you look at the rest of the state, you're going to see all these red counties. Let me see. Jim Hogg, okay. So it look like Kamala's going to look like she's going to win that county. Kennedy County. Man, they only had 86 votes for Trump and 30 for Harris. That's interesting. I'm curious about Hidalgo County. I'm so curious about because Hidalgo, Starr, Cameron, all these is like the valley, the Rio Grande Valley, and they suffer a lot with the migrant crisis. So I'm just curious about how they voting. Arkansas, as of right now, Vice President Kamala Harris has a lead in Arkansas as of right now with 12% of the vote. Now Colorado is starting to count. We have 6% there. And we have Vice President Kamala Harris having a commanding lead with 6% of the vote, which has been counted. Saguache County, okay, they 81%, so say that she won that. Rio Blanco, all right. Wyoming still haven't started counting yet. Nebraska, Vice President Kamala Harris has a lead in Nebraska as of right now. South Dakota, they haven't started counting yet. Iowa, okay. Iowa is less than 1%. They're starting. Wisconsin, less than 1%. And, this is the county they all concerned about, this county right here. Now, let me see. We go back to Michigan. And that's 11% county. You see so far, Vice President Kamala Harris has a lead there. All right, New York. Man, you haven't registered with the accounts as of yet. Let's go back to Georgia. That's important. Georgia's at 68%, ladies and gentlemen. So it looks like Georgia is going to go down to the wire. That's what it's looking like so far. Georgia it looks like it's going to go down to the wire because they are close in votes. They are very close. That's not too much of a lead for Trump in Georgia. South Carolina, he has a commanding lead there with 58% of the vote. North Carolina, that's close too. It's looking close with 43% of the vote. Okay, Duval Cooper, you said that you from Colorado and you know people out there, and you say that you would not be surprised if they vote for Kamala Harris. Well, especially in that Denver area, right? Vermont is at 54% of the vote counted, and Vice President Kamala Harris has a commanding lead there. West Virginia is at 49%. Trump, commanding lead in West Virginia. Don't surprise me at all. Look how close it is in Virginia right now. 55% of the vote. Vice President Kamala Harris has look like a 2,000 or so vote lead as of right now with 50. Well, that just changed. Yeah, 55%. But it's still about 2,000 vote lead, so that's very close. That's very, very close. Let's go back to Pennsylvania. They got 20% of the vote counted, and Vice President Kamala Harris so far is leading by a lot, a lot in Pennsylvania. Interesting. I think, did we look at Ohio? Ohio right now, 54% counted. In Ohio, 54%, and Trump got a slight lead there in Ohio, ladies and gentlemen. You say you're from Colorado Springs. Okay. And you look, Elaine, you say when the migrants take their jobs, don't complain. Hey, Elaine, oh, they're going to complain. They're going to complain. Trust me, Elaine. I promise you they're going to complain. Somebody asked, how much longer am I streaming? I don't know. I'm just trying to be here for it for now. If I run out of gas, I'll let y'all know. All right, 9%. 9%. And so far, Vice President Kamala Harris is taking the lead as of right now in Iowa. Wisconsin only have 2% so far reporting. As you can see there, Trump has a lead now. I keep going back to Georgia. Now Georgia is 69% of the vote counted. And Trump still holds a slight lead in Georgia. Okay? Slight lead in Georgia. That's still close. It's still close to call. Let's get back to Illinois. They're 34% counted so far. And Vice President Kamala Harris is so far running away with the state of Illinois. Running away with the state of Illinois. Yeah, Eric, I'm here with y'all. I'm here. It's election night. We doing what we supposed to do, right? All right, Louisiana is 23% counted. 23%, and Trump has a commanding lead in Louisiana. I wouldn't expect nothing else in Louisiana. Of course, you got the cities, New Orleans, all them haven't been counted yet. Now, a lot of black people, they were saying that a lot of black people haven't showed up. Let me see. Colorado, they're showing 24% counted. And so far, Vice President Kamala Harris has a lead there. All right. So we're gonna keep looking at it, and let me check some other races. Let me see. Hold on, is New York starting to count yet? New York, what's taking y'all so long? Jesus Lord, I know y'all just closed, but man, y'all's been ready to go. I'm curious about New York. 21% in on Pennsylvania. We still have a lot of counties that has not reported as of yet. And as of right now, Vice President Kamala Harris has a commanding lead in Pennsylvania. Let's say Florida, that's, they about done over there. Florida, shout out to Florida. South Carolina is 59% reported, and Trump still has a lead there. We go back to North Carolina again, and North Carolina is still close. It's still close with 52% reporting. Still a lot of counties have not reported as of yet, ladies and gentlemen. So we still have to, 10 p.m. tonight, California will come online. They'll start. Now, Duval said, I don't want to hear nobody complaining about Harris in Illinois if she wins, because if she wins that state, that's what you voted for, and I would definitely be cooking. Oh, Duval, I'm going to cook. I'm going to cook the whole 4 years, Vice President Harris. I'm going to cook. Trust me, I'm going to cook. I'm ready to cook because I get a kick out of it, actually. Yeah, we already know how New York, New York, they are so liberal. Oh, God. But the deal is about New York, they are liberal, but there's a lot of counties in New York that's not liberal at all. Oh, no, not everybody is liberal in New York. But it's just amazing to me how that system, the liberal, I just can't get down with it because it's what they promote. It's just what they promote. Yes, I voted Democrat before. Yes, I was a Democrat. I was. But I couldn't, like I told y'all before, the Democrat Party as of today is not a place that if you are a traditional man, black man, white man, whatever man you are, if you're a traditional man, that place is not a party for you. You have to accept things that's against the traditional family over there at that party. If you're a black man, you got to accept, getting in line with the women, like Tiffany Cross said. You got to accept basically being a simp and, walking around here accepting being buck broken. You get a boost up in the Democrat Party if you acting like Billy Porter. You get a big boost in the Democrat Party, man. You get it all, Or if you're over there at the Diddy party and you and the Diddler doing what y'all doing with the baby all, you get a big boost in that party. But if you're not that kind of man, that's not the party for you. You say if Harris wins, you say, man, I cooked the whole 4 years with you. Hey, man, yeah, you can cook all you need to, my bro. Cook. Let them, give them hell. Give them hell. You say it's not a place. God is not. You say it's not a place for God-fearing, serving Christians either. Okay. Scott says, "Who do you think will win, Phil?" I don't do that. I just look at numbers. I look at what you look at. I don't know. Now I have I have what I would like to see happen, but I don't say that on here, right? I mean, I have said some things, but when it comes to saying I think this person's going to win, because with these elections, things can shock you. So I don't want to say one thing and say, hey, you said this, Phil. No, not me. I just look at numbers. I look at results. All right, let's get back here. Where we at? All right. So in Texas, we got 64% reporting, and Trump is starting to run away with it a little bit here in Texas. Louisiana, they're at 23%. Trump's in the lead. Let's go back to Georgia. 69% reporting in Georgia as of right now. And Trump is in the lead still with 69% reporting. Because, see, once you get out them big cities, well, where all that blue is at, man, Georgia is pretty red. Once you get out that big city. Let me see, what is this? Bibb County? And what's this other blue? Taliaferro, Warren, Clark, Muskogee, Talbot, Harris. Okay. All right. So South Carolina is about 60% in. You said that it's a hello family. This is the most important election of the planet Earth. I voted by express mail. Make America masculine again. Also make my bank account great again. Watching from Australia. Okay, battleground states are the key, gentlemen. I'll say, all right, shout out to you in Australia. You mailed your ballot in. All right, awesome. Glad you can participate in the election. Kentucky's about 86% in already. And it's about safe to say that Trump gonna take Kentucky. It's about safe to say with 86%. That's what I believe. Because I don't see her catching up from that. So Trump gonna get Kentucky. Indiana, with 57%, Trump probably gonna take that one too. Ohio, 57%. Let's see what happens there. That's still kind of close for me. I wouldn't want to call that one. West Virginia, 53%. Okay. Virginia, as of right now, 57%. Vice President Kamala Harris, got almost a little over almost 2,000 vote lead right now. It's very close. DJ Brown Sugar V says, promise no one better not complain if she wins. I better see them skipping to pay high gas, food, and hugging the immigrants. That's right. You better hug all the migrants. Hug them. Show them to give them the keys to your house. So far in Iowa, which is kind of interesting, 13% for Kamala Harris. But like I said, that's Des Moines, right? Well, with a lot of votes there, but you still have a lot of other counties that haven't been counted yet in Iowa. All right. So Colorado, 24% counted or estimated reported. And she has a commanding lead there as of right now. Wyoming still haven't counted. Okay, North Dakota is starting to count. So far, that's going for Trump. South Dakota haven't started yet. Nebraska. And 24% counted in. And so far, Vice President Kamala Harris is leading there. Missouri, they're 14% counted. And Vice President Kamala Harris has a lead there. Illinois, Vice President Kamala Harris has a little over 500,000 vote lead as of right now in Illinois. But the interesting part, let me click back up. Interesting part, they do have some red in Illinois, but it's interesting. The area is like, okay, Cook County is huge. Look, all the votes is there. Lake County, a lot of votes. Kane. They all have a DeKalb over there too in Illinois. Okay, like Georgia. Will County. But you see all these other counties, they're not really as big as all those other counties. Now, see, since all these people are all in these counties, they should probably just condense some of these and then put them together, but that's what I would say. Anyway, Wisconsin, as of right now, Trump is leading with 6% of the vote as of right now. Michigan, 13%, is close. In Michigan right now, they're still reporting. With 25% in, man, Vice President Kamala Harris has a commanding lead in Pennsylvania. with 72% reporting. Donald Trump is leading. He's over 2 million votes now in Georgia. I want y'all to see that. With 73% of the vote counted. You said Michigan. Let's look at Michigan again. Yeah, it's coming up. Yeah, as more of these counties start reporting. Let's see, Grand Rapids, Oakland County. That's a big county, Oakland County. So far, that's the lead. Livingston. Hold on. Isn't Wayne County where Detroit is at? Am I right? It looked like it. If Wayne County is where Detroit is at so far, but it's only less than 1% county, so we'll see. That's interesting. There's a lot of black people in Detroit. All right, so let's see else what we got here. New York, Vermont. They 60% in. I say by the time you get to about 75, 80%, you can just about almost call that state if it's not close. Look like she gonna get that one. Virginia is very close at 59%. As you can see, a couple of thousand votes between the two. Couple of thousand votes. You said Wayne County is in Detroit? Okay. All right. North Carolina, like I said, that's still close at 56%. South Carolina's at 66%. Trump got a lead there. All right, Georgia now is at 73% counting, 73%. And once again, once you get out that Atlanta area right there, okay, that's solidly blue. And like you say, Augusta and Savannah and all, I think maybe this going to be blue right here. I think so. The rest of Georgia, like I said, is all red. So I think Trump probably going to start running up some numbers as more of these counties come online. All right. Let me see. Kentucky. Yeah, he got Kentucky. In Maryland, they only 21% reported in Maryland, and you have Trump leading there in Maryland. No, I'm sorry. Vice President Kamala Harris. Vice President Kamala Harris is leading. Okay, some more just came in, as you can see, so she has a lead over there. Let's go back to Pennsylvania. In Pennsylvania, Vice President Kamala Harris is leading. She's definitely leading with 26%. Trump is lagging behind back there. All right, in Texas, we got 65% of the vote in, and Trump is almost 1 million ahead of her, almost. Colorado, they're 34% counted now, or they're reporting, and they have Vice President Kamala Harris is leading. Definitely. I mean, of course, we knew with the Denver area. I'm pretty sure Colorado Springs or Pueblo, Trump is leading in that area. Okay. All right. Gotcha. All right. So let's continue to go. Let's check in here. North Dakota, they're 8% in. South Dakota haven't started counting yet. 25% is counted. And Trump is trying to come up, but Vice President Kamala Harris is in the lead as of right now in Nebraska. Iowa is 13% counted, 13%, and Vice President Kamala Harris is leading in Iowa. Iowa is normally a red state, so that's interesting. What they were saying is that a lot of those women in Iowa wants to have the ability to get abortions and all of that. So that's it. That's probably leading to some of that, right? Okay, 13% in Wisconsin, and so far it's close in Wisconsin. So far it's close. Michigan's 13% in, and as you can see, Michigan is still close. Jill Stein got, looking at her. Okay. Illinois now is at 52%. 52% reported in Illinois. And you can see Vice President Kamala Harris has a, commanding lead over Donald Trump, as you can see there. So I want to see what's going to happen in the reporting. Let's go back to Georgia. We interested in Georgia. 74% reported in Georgia, and Trump still has a lead there. Over 2 million votes in Georgia. You say it feels on 3% black in Colorado, but the bulk of them will vote Democrat. You say, but not me. Okay. All right. You say Iowa will flip because the votes are in at a low rate right now. Okay. All right. Let's see here. New Mexico is starting to count. New Mexico is starting to count. And so, well, of course, they only did one, the big city, right? Santa Fe. So you got a lot of counting. So they just barely started counting. So, okay, that's cool. So at least that came online to start counting. Colorado's at 38%. Wyoming haven't started yet. What's going on with South Dakota? Okay, so New York is starting to count. And so far, I guess Albany, so less than 1%. You know how that goes. Virginia's at 60%. It's close. Virginia's still close. All right, so Georgia's at 75% of the vote reported right now, 75%. And Trump is still leading with the votes over there. So I don't know. Looking like Trump may take Georgia. That's what it's looking like. What y'all think? Trump taking Georgia? It's starting to look like it. Look like Trump will take Georgia from the look of it. And remember, Joe Biden won that state the last time. South Carolina, he's still in the lead. Let's go back to Pennsylvania. Vice President Kamala Harris, she's still in the lead, but it looked like Trump gains from the last time we looked at this. Oh, it just changed again. At 28%. She's still in the lead, though. She has definitely well over, 100 some odd thousand votes so far. Still more counties to come online. Cedar Rapids, that's probably going to be blue. You say, does Trump have any chance of winning California? I wouldn't even bet on it. Maybe he'll get Orange County. He'll get that. Well, I don't know about any other counties in California. Them people in California, they're not tired of what they deal with over there. California's a different entity. They have such a supermajority over there. It's even if you're a person wanting to be a different party, you couldn't do it over there. Because the people just like those politics. Even though they'll fail your politics, they like it. They like the high prices. They like their houses being so expensive where you got to pay $1 million for a freaking shack. They like it like that over there, obviously. Connecticut is only reporting at 5%. My state of Texas, looked like Donald Trump was pulling away with that, with the state of Texas. Oh, Cameron County. Okay, on the Valley. They're voting red. Interesting. By a couple of votes for Trump there. Kennedy County or Hidalgo haven't came online yet. Okay. 26% for Louisiana right now, and Trump is definitely leading there. All right. Mississippi, he's leading. West Virginia is at 53%, ladies and gentlemen. West Virginia at 53%. But let me get back online with y'all here because, we'll check that a little later. So are y'all being surprised about anything? Like as of right now, or y'all have any surprises that you seeing right now on this screen? Some of y'all disappointed once again with Cook County. Y'all, some of you from Chicago. And listen, I told y'all a long time ago with this situation, with the black community, with this voting and all of that, it's going to be a marathon, not a sprint. It's going to take several election cycles and probably a lot of pain for black people to deal with. I'm talking about economic pain for them to deal with, for them to get it. Because once again, I told y'all they hard-headed. Yeah, Maddie, look like Trump taking Georgia. That's what it's looking like. Because last time Biden got it. It's looking like Trump about to get it. Okay, Bakari say you voted red down the ballot. You say you tired of the Democrats. Bakari, was that true that when you went to vote, you didn't see Trump's name on there? You had to actually press the button, and then you had to go down and see it. It wasn't like at the top like it was for Kamala Harris. Like I say, boy, that's some sucker moves right there, because in Texas, you had Trump and then it had Kamala. So you didn't have to go like searching for her nowhere if you wanted to vote for her. You say you're only surprised that Pueblo, Colorado is voting for Trump because it's highly liberal? Okay. You say you voted red against even Maxine Waters? Maxine Waters been needing to go. Why that lady still running? You say California something else. I remember you saying the soil in Malibu is $1 million. That's insane. I said that? I don't remember saying it, but if I did, okay. Denise says she already knew about Chicago. She was born and raised there. Blaze Phoenix said, yep, I voted for Trump this time and the last. Yeah, you can't vote for him no more, right? I mean, well, I don't think he's going to run no more, because if he don't win, they're gonna try to put his behind in jail. Of course, he turned my ballot in, but I did see RFK Jr. on the ballot. As if I voted for RFK, he was on our ballot here in California. Okay. All right. Hey, I'm good with that. You say Maxine Waters, like the Wicked Witch of the West from The Wiz. Yeah, Maxine Waters, look, y'all have to understand, all these people like Nancy Pelosi, Maxine Waters, and all these other ones, they stay in office because y'all vote for them. Y'all vote for them. And if you keep voting for them, then that's why they're going to stay in office. You say she's 86 years old? Yeah, like really? She should be go spend time with her grandkids, go travel, go do whatever. But it's like these people they want to die in office. Like you don't want no time to go chill, travel. Just go eat some buffets, try different food. Like, man, come on. Look, I got my time. I would say, hey, y'all, look, I'm cool. I want to travel. I want to try different food. I want to see God's green earth, right? I am not trying to be here like this 80 some odd years old and still trying to hold the seat. No, I'm like, I easily move out the way for some other brothers and sisters to come in. I'll move out the way at this age. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, y'all can come on right on in. I'll play behind the scenes. No problem. I'll come in when I want to. How about that? You say great-grandkids? Yeah. You say, okay, let's check that again then. You just mentioned Pennsylvania. Let's check it again. Okay, with 33% reporting, yeah, he gaining some ground. She still got a lead, but like I said, all these other counties haven't been counted yet. So that's the deal. That is the deal. Harrisburg, Philadelphia. Well, look at how Philly voted overwhelmingly for Vice President Kamala Harris. All right, now Trump's starting to pull away now. Well, there we go. 77% reported out of Georgia, and Trump got 2.1 million votes. Vice President Kamala Harris at 1.9 million. Is Trump gonna win Georgia? You mean the booty shaking didn't work in Georgia? All right, black people, you may have redeemed yourself. %13% reporting, and 124,000 votes so far for Vice President Kamala Harris as in Iowa. But we still have a lot of counties that haven't came online yet. So Des Moines is the big one, right? But if you look at all the other ones, yeah, we'll see. Illinois at 56%, and it doesn't look like, I don't know, if Trump will gain some more ground there. Wisconsin's at 21%, and you can see they still have more counties to go, but it's only 21%. Michigan as of right now, and you can see Vice President Kamala Harris has the lead. All right, just so y'all can see in Wayne County where Detroit is at. All right. Yeah, Pennsylvania, 33%. We'll check that again. All right. All right, so as you can see, it's starting to come in, 8% out of New York. And so far, she has a lead there. I'm just curious to see what happens when it gets out to big cities. Georgia is 78%. And Trump, like I say, he may get it. All right, 63% at in Virginia. Vice President Kamala Harris, Donald Trump has a slight lead. Not much of a lead, but a slight lead now in Virginia. New Mexico. Vice President Kamala Harris has a lead there with 14% reported. Colorado, with 48% reported. Vice President Kamala Harris has a lead in Colorado. Maddie, you say you're very disappointed in Philadelphia. You asked, how did Jill Stein do in Michigan? So far, Jill Stein got 5,912 votes so far, with 15% reported, 0.8%. Just to let you know, you asked about Michigan. Ohio, 66% reported. And Trump is in a lead there for sure. South Carolina is at 70% reported. And a little over 1 million votes for Trump, and Vice President Kamala Harris is 653,106. She's not, close to that at all. North Carolina at 63%, 63% of the vote. And it's still close, 1.899 and 1.718. 44% has came in for New Hampshire. She's leading there. Vermont is 63% reported. She still has a big lead there. Nebraska's reporting 35% right now, 180,286. Well, she's in the lead as of right now. New Mexico is only 17% reported, ladies and gentlemen. So this is going to be, you know, something that you're going to go down to the wire. So see, look, some more came in, right? You see, just as much as we talk, things change. That's the wonderful thing about this, right? I keep checking Georgia because I want to see what Georgia coming at on this. It looks like Trump is starting to run away with Georgia now as we're looking at the numbers. You say Philadelphia let you down? Yeah, Philadelphia. There you go, right there. And that's what. Hold on, I'm sorry. With 28% of the votes counted in Philadelphia, yeah. They want Harris. But you got to understand, that's one of them big cities. That's some big cities that have all the Democrats. I know Kellen posted earlier about because they have diverse populations and all of that. And, you know, just because you have a diverse population doesn't mean you're going to vote for Democrat. That just means my opinion, you know, but I guess. Let's see here. But see, a lot of times in these big counties like this, like Philadelphia, look at all the voters that's there. So, but you have counties like this, and you see how many votes is there. So, everybody is huddled up into these one location. Texas at 69%. Now let me go check that. Let me check the House race or something. I'm curious about your girl. Where is she at? I'm curious about your girl. Where is she at? Where is she at? Now I'm talking about your girl. I'm talking about Cortez. Cause I hope somebody beat her. Cause she need to go. She gets on my nerves. That woman get on my nerves big time. New York. What district she's run out of? I can't see. That's too big. I ain't gonna go through all that. Colorado, more of them was coming in, ladies and gentlemen. It was 49% of reported. And you can see Vice President Kamala Harris has a big lead still in Colorado. I'd say Iowa is 16%. What county is that? Cerro Gordo? Okay. Wisconsin still at 27%. And you see she has a slight lead there. Michigan, 16%. She has a lead in Michigan. We just saw the numbers change again. See, Jill Stein got some votes. Indiana, look like Trump is gonna get that one. Ohio, same thing. Virginia is still close. Between Trump and Harris. Very, very close. So that's a state to watch tonight. Mississippi. Shouldn't to me be too much longer for they called Georgia, because you only have what? How many counties? A couple of counties left to count. All right, let me get back on screen here. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, so it's gonna probably be one of them things. This is the good thing though about this election. You remember last time where we couldn't find out anything, and then, you know, we went to bed, didn't know who won the election, whatever. It looked like it's a little bit more efficient this time. And it looked like you probably know for the night's end, maybe midnight, maybe something like that, ladies and gentlemen. You say in Philly, y'all have a large Hispanic and African majority now? Okay. Okay. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what in the world. Just give me a second. I'm just checking something out that came across my phone. Now the news are reporting they're reporting that certain states or whatever, but I like to look at the reported numbers. You know, because some of these people call and they're like, "Wait a minute, they didn't win that state." Like, bruh. So let's go back real quick, and let's go back and look at 38. So estimated right now, they say up here Trump 210 estimated and Harris 108, right? Because you got to win the electoral college. It don't matter about how many votes you got in the popular vote. It always matters what you get in the electoral college, right? So, of course, the news media has already called Texas for Trump. I mean, well, yeah, you see why. He has like a 1 million vote. I mean, is she going to really make up 1 million votes with almost 70% counted? I mean, come on. But you can't call this one for nobody. It's still too close. Georgia, you probably, at this point, you can almost call it for Trump. And that would be, huge for Trump because Biden got that last time. Pennsylvania, well, they only at 39%, so you can't really call that as of yet. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so it's gonna be a while. It's definitely gonna be a while tonight, and definitely we went over with y'all a little bit longer than what we normally go. You normally do 1 hour, but hey, we wanted to be with y'all tonight. And you say, what is New York doing? Let's see what New York is doing. 10% of the vote has come in, and New York is 54. As you can see there, that's what you got there for New York so far. That's just 10%. Okay. We go back to Virginia is something I keep paying attention to as well. That's pretty close. Virginia's staying close. You say New York got a ton of migrants? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yes, they do. Oh, that's migrant central. If you want to see the world, go to New York. I'll tell anybody that. North Dakota, they're at 22%, and Trump has a lead there. Let's go back to Iowa. They only 19% reported. Illinois is about 61% reported. And as you can see, Vice President Kamala Harris has that lead there. Philadelphia is 40% counted. I'm sorry, Pennsylvania. 40% counted, and it looks like Vice President Kamala Harris' lead has shrunk a little bit. It looks like it has shrunk down. So that's interesting. That's interesting. All right. So with 8%, no, 6% reported right now from Maine. Trump has a slight lead there in Maine. We keep checking Georgia. They still at 79% reported. Mississippi is 35% reported. Trump has the lead there in Mississippi. Colorado, we'll go back to them again. And Vice President Kamala Harris has a commanding lead in Colorado, ladies and gentlemen. Commanding lead with 49% reported. Okay, hold on. Dylan says, a Georgia resident here, and I voted early for Trump. I was shamed by an older woman for not voting Kamala. Well, hey, do what you want. That older woman ain't gonna be living in America, and that woman doing different things. She ain't gonna be here as long as you, possibly. Okay, with 23% so far. Okay, well, yeah, 23%. More votes than came in. Trump is leading by some votes there. That's Missouri. Montana is starting to tabulate now. They didn't came on the screen. I'm taking Wyoming so long. Utah also then came on the screen. And Nevada should be coming up shortly. Vice President Kamala Harris with 18% of the vote. She has about a little over 7,000 vote lead. When Minnesota polls close, theirs should be closed already, right? Okay, Wyoming is starting now. They're starting to report. Okay, you're starting to report, and that's just like one county, so not really much there. I'm pretty sure Salt Lake City and all that, that's probably going to be for Harris. Well, look at that, y'all. Look what happened. Trump then came ahead a little now in Pennsylvania. Did y'all just see that? Because Vice President Kamala Harris was leading in Pennsylvania. Yeah, I know other networks are showing electoral votes, but we looking at it. We looking at it in real time. Now, I got exactly what Fox News is showing. We just looking at it as the facts come in. You know, they doing their projections and all of that. I mean, I like it this way because I can actually see it in real time what they're doing, right? So, could they just call Montana for Trump? Like, wait, we don't even see nothing reported as of yet. Well, how you gonna call it for Trump? Okay, New York, now they have 52% reporting. You see how quick it changes? And she has a 1 million vote lead already in New York. All right, 80% for Georgia, Trump has over 200,000 vote lead in Georgia. All right, Pennsylvania. Now Harris has a lead in Pennsylvania. You see how it keeps changing back and forth? Iowa with 21% reported. Vice President Kamala Harris has a lead there. Not a commanding lead, but a lead with 20% reported now. Let's go back to Illinois. Illinois is those of y'all from Chicago. I want y'all to see all around Chicago. You see that? All around Chicago. She has a commanding lead with 66% reported. Virginia is at 65% reported, and he is leading as of right now. Texas is 70% reported. Excuse me, Trump carrying about 1 million. So, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, your boy Trump and Kamala in certain states, they fighting it out. Now, you said something, said, what you snacking on? Be honest with you, what I was eating on was a Ricola. You know the Ricola, them herbal cough drops? That's what I was having, some Ricola. You say unbelievable of Chicago to have voted for her. Shame on them all. I guess they must want the migrants. I guess. Yeah. You know, I normally don't do 2-hour streams. I'm gonna tell you why I don't do 2-hour streams. Not because I can't do it. Not because I can't talk for 5-6 hours. I can. But retention-wise, when you look at your retention, most people will not play back a 2-hour stream, but they will play back a 30-minute to an hour stream. They will. So that's why I do them like that for when people play back and watch it. You know, you can listen to it, whatever. Now, this is something different. This is something special. So that's why we're doing it like that, okay? That's why we talking to y'all a little longer than what we normally would. Yeah, and shout out to all of y'all that's tapping in. Yeah, we got about 3,500 tapped in right now. Y'all been tapped in the whole time. Shout out to y'all. If it's y'all first time here, then make sure you click that subscribe button. If it's your first time here, and click that like button. It is free. You click the like button. It's all good. It's beautiful. Just click that like button. I'm here with y'all. If y'all gonna stay and keep the numbers up, I'm here. If y'all don't want me here, then I'll see in the numbers, and then, hey, I'll gladly go in there with my wife and chill out. Because my wife came home about an hour ago. So, you know, well, I think she home from work. But anyway, yeah, because I haven't even talked to her since earlier. You know, let me see. Did she get here yet? I'm just trying to see if she get here. Hold on. Oh, yeah, she back. So, yeah, all right. So, let's, 'cause I'm looking at them numbers, concurrent views and all that. All right, so let's see what happened. Let's see if something changed since we've been talking, right? Boom, we back online. All right. So, we're going to keep checking the ones. Okay, what's going on here? New Mexico, 20% reported. Trump now he has a slight lead over there. Okay. Arizona, there's 33% reported. It's a lot of votes in Phoenix, that county, Maricopa County. So now outside of that, and I think it was Tucson, you say that comedian messed up Pennsylvania for Trump. He said, okay, I appreciate it. I seen people say they don't care nothing about that comedian. I've seen people say that. All right. Montana, Wyoming, they just started to count. North Dakota, they're 28%. And you can see where that's at. All right, South Dakota still haven't started their counting yet. All right, Nebraska, Vice President Kamala Harris, she's still leading in Nebraska. All right, so we're back to Georgia at 80%. And Donald Trump is leading there still. All right. South Carolina's at 73%. Trump got a big lead over there. North Carolina, look like he going 69%. He may get that one too. Virginia, and that's close. As you can see, a couple of votes right there. They neck and neck in Virginia, ladies and gentlemen. 67% reported. Well, look at that. Look at Pennsylvania, ladies and gentlemen. At 45% of that's counted so far, Donald Trump then literally got in front now. I told y'all this is interesting. This is so interesting. In real time, you're seeing it. All right, so let's go to Wisconsin. In Wisconsin, it said 95% estimated reporting. And hey, is Trump? Hey, you saying Trump got Wisconsin? That's what it's looking like. 19% reporting. Vice President Kamala Harris is leading in Michigan. Of course, you know, Indiana, 73%, leading still. Ohio, 72%, he's leading. New York, Vice President Kamala Harris has a 1 million vote lead. 6% reporting, Donald Trump still has a lead in Maine. Maryland, she has a lead there with 25% reporting. West Virginia has been reporting at 54%, I'm sorry. And that's 290,000. All right. North Carolina, that's at 71% reporting, and Trump is leading there at 2.1 million views, Lord, votes. South Carolina, 73% at 1 million votes. Little 1 million votes there. He has a commanding lead. We're checking Georgia again. You know, that's one of the important states. Trump is leading there still with 80% counted. It shouldn't be too long for that state to be done. You checking Florida again, and man, Trump just ran away with Florida. My Lord, that's crazy. Look at West Palm Beach, all of them areas. Palm Beach, Broward County. Okay. All right. So Utah haven't started counting yet. Well, yeah, West Coast states really won't start anything to 10 p.m. tonight. West Coast states. That it's just not going to happen. Okay? It's about 10 p.m. tonight. At least 10 p.m. my time, Central Standard Time. But we just looking here, seeing, okay, North Dakota got 30% in, and you can see all these counties all red. Okay, now Vice President Kamala Harris has gotten in the lead now in Wisconsin by a couple of votes, a couple thousand votes. Oh, Green Bay is that? Okay, that's Brown County. Okay. All right, at 49% in Pennsylvania, because you see now you're starting to see all the reds show up in all these different counties. Okay. Mississippi. That is, I don't know, y'all. Y'all seeing this map? Y'all seeing what y'all seeing on this map? Because if your boy, okay, now Arizona came online, and Arizona is 41% reported now, and Trump is leading in Arizona. 21% in New Mexico. He's leading by 2,000. I don't know, y'all. Yeah, it's close. It's close, but all this going back and forth. I keep checking that Georgia. The 80%. Everybody talking about this. Let me go check that race in Texas again. Hold on, because everybody talking about that race in Texas. I got to check that Senate race in Texas. Give me a second. Oh, Ted Cruz and came up. I'm about to say, I know Ted Cruz better not lose his seat to no Democrat, not here in Texas. What the hell? But anyway, all right. That Colin Allred. That Colin Allred guy, he's a fellow traveler with Obama and Kamala. And when I say fellow traveler, you know what I'm talking about. All right. So Pennsylvania now 50% in. 50%. And you see how close it is. It's close. That's 50% reporting. It's close. Virginia, another state, is close. Almost 70% on the reporting on that, ladies and gentlemen. You say you wish Maryland could be anything but blue for once, is at least go gray or green. He said, I went with Jill, vote against blue no matter who. If anything, it'll turn purple before it turn like a red. That's usually how it works. All right. So I guess Maine still has a lead for Trump. Wisconsin, 37%. Vice President Kamala Harris has the lead for now. You see Arizona just changed again. Now she's on top with 50% reported. Because you know the Tucson, Phoenix, Maricopa, Flagstaff. How many votes is over there? Yeah, Pima County. Okay. Well, I'm curious what's going to happen in all these other counties outside of the big cities. New Mexico is still at. Now I'm pretty sure she's going to get Albuquerque. Anywhere you see a big city, I just can guarantee 9 times usually it's going to be a Democrat county. Usually. Okay. When the polls close in Minnesota, why hasn't that been reporting yet? Okay, Wyoming is starting to count now. Kansas. So far, Trump is leading that at 57% counted. Those of you in Illinois, Chicago, and all other places like that, as you can see, Vice President Kamala Harris has a big commanding lead in Illinois, ladies and gentlemen. Big commanding lead. Someone just asked him about Arizona. As of right now, at 50%, Arizona, she has a lead there as of right now. Let's see here. Louisiana was 68% reported. Looked like Trump, he running away with that one. Alabama looking like the same with 36% reported. Georgia now is at 82% reported. And Trump, he still has a lead. He has a lead, but it's not a huge one. But he has a lead. So it's like I say, once you get out of here, definitely Savannah, Columbus, Augusta. Once you get out of that, usually Georgia is all red. So, and they still got some more counting to do. So we'll see. Pennsylvania is 50% in. Trump has a slight lead there. Not a huge one, but slight. Is that all the votes counted in Wisconsin? Oh, they sure about that? Oh, they still have some they haven't counted yet. Okay. We'll see how that goes. 21% here. She's Vice President Harris is leading. Texas is yeah. He got Texas. I'll say that he got Texas, and it's safe to say he got Oklahoma. He probably definitely got Louisiana. I don't like to try to call it when it's like that. Alabama, even though he got a lead, we know he got Florida. It definitely looked like he got South Carolina. North Carolina is still close, but it's still 75% in. So, you still got some more counties to count. So, it looked like it's safe to say Vice President Harris probably going to go ahead and take New York. It'll be a shocker if she was to lose that one, in which we expected her to win New York. You said, are you interested in making a Discord server? No, I don't do the Discord thing. I got enough going on right now. I got my own website and app, so I got enough things going on as it is now. Okay, so Michigan is 22% in, and she's still leading there. But as you see, more counties still has to be coming online here. Now, remember when I said that once you get outside of this, it probably turn red? So she still has a slight lead in Arizona. New Mexico. Trump has a slight lead there. Okay, as everything's starting to come online for Iowa, he has a lead in Iowa. Man, Harris at one point in time was really leading in Pennsylvania, and now at 52%. Okay, it's getting close. I'm looking at it. It's like 1822637 and 1888533. All right. So let's go back to did he win Wisconsin? Let me see that. I think it looked like from the county. Let me double check. They tell you the next poll's gonna close at 10 p.m. So give me a second. Let me see if he. I'm thinking Wisconsin. That's it. I think he got that one, but let's give me a second. Yeah, okay. Here we go. All right. Yeah, Trump is holding his lead in Georgia. He holding his lead. And see, if Harris is gonna win Georgia, she had definitely had to get all these big cities, but she still had to get some of these other counties too, outside of these big cities. And then now everybody in Georgia voted, because you think about it, for her. Because think about it. Look, okay, Fulton County. Let's check that out. They reported 87%. You had 131,233 people voted for Trump in Fulton County. And we know Fulton County got a lot of black folk. We know that. We know DeKalb County got a lot of black folk. And this is what Trump got. We know they got black folks in Gwinnett. We know that too. 128,930. What's the next one? Cobb County. Got black people there too. Trump got 154,594. So I know there's some black people voted for Trump in that Atlanta area. He probably didn't get all the votes from black people, but I know they voted for Trump. Because I've had a lot of people from Atlanta tell me they voted for doggone Trump. Yeah, you talking about you disappointed in Chicago? Yeah. Let's see what Cook County. So people voted for Trump over there. They did, but it wasn't as many as the people that voted for Harris. So I mean, think about it. It's a lot of people actually voted for Trump in Cook County. They actually did. So if you look at that number, you can't really say it's bad. Even though it's because of the situation, you're like, no, she shouldn't have got that many votes. But you got to think about it. It's a progression. If that many people voted, then probably they need to come out and vote against Brandon Johnson when he come up, right? So there you go. All right. So this where you at was 74% reported. Kamala Harris. All right. Give me a second. Let me check something else. Now, they're saying DC is like 74% in, because I can't get DC on here. Now the news media is calling it for Harris, in Illinois, and I see why. I mean, they got 74% reported, and all of that. Let me see what they got in Kansas. Cause see, maybe mine not closed up yet. Kansas is close. I don't know why the news is calling Kansas right now. That's too close. Arizona, that's kind of close. Yeah, Trump's starting to get a little ahead in New Mexico. Man, Trump is he's still ahead with 88% reported. Okay, now it had a slight change in Wisconsin. So that's close. Michigan with 23%, but you still got more counties to come online. And one of the golden prizes there, that's still close to 54% reporting. Yeah, Harris definitely getting New York. That's for sure. New Jersey, see all of Newark, Trenton, all of that. Yeah, Harris got Rhode Island. She got that. That's 91%. Have y'all been to Rhode Island? Some of y'all here in the chat? I've been before. Cold place. I remember I went over there a few years ago, y'all, in Rhode Island. Whoo, man, look. It got down to about 19 degrees over there in Rhode Island, ladies and gentlemen, when I was over there. Man, me and my wife got sick. She ended up getting pneumonia, and I ended up getting the flu real bad. And we were supposed to go up there, like, well, her brother lived in Massachusetts. What's it? Not Boston, but New Bedford or something like that. And we stayed in Rhode Island. You know, you say, oh, that's another state, man. A couple of minutes. It ain't no drive like you're driving here in Texas, right? And boy, we got so sick because what happened, the temperature dropped and then the wind was blowing. And then, you know, you breathe in that cold air like that. And, you know, we come down here from Texas. It don't get too cold like that. So, boy, we got sick. She had to go to the hospital and get medicine. And I was so sick. I was staying in the hotel room. I had the flu caught me bad. Oh, man. You say you was only there for 2 weeks in Rhode Island? Yeah. It get kind of cold up there. Yeah. Georgia doing his thing. Georgia, man, shout out to Georgia. Georgia, you say you passed through it? Okay. You say all the illegal immigrants are stressing right now? Boy, you talking about crashing out. The immigrants gonna crash out. The immigrants gonna crash out for real. They see Trump win this election, they gonna be like, oh no. Like, and Trump gonna be like the Birdman hand rub. He's like, oh yeah, I'm about to get them all out of here. All right, with 88% reported, and yeah, it's looking like Trump taking it on home. Pennsylvania is 55%, and he's still in the lead. You still have some other counties that got to be counted. I'm still looking at the Philadelphia over there. Man, that's interesting. That is so interesting. Let's see, Utah. All right, Vice President Harris has got a little lead in Arizona. New Mexico, they say a lot of people in New Mexico was, they say that some of them were probably going to vote for Trump because they were sick of the situation with the border. Because they're a border state like we are in Texas. So, yeah, if you live on a border state, that's why I think it's interesting California's a blue state, because they're a border state. Like, how do you sit up there and be cool with all that immigration? All right, let's see. What else we got here? Oh, wow. So it looked like Harris is going to take Virginia? Is that what we're looking at here? That's close too. And Trump looks like he's starting to he's not pulling away too far, but he's just 55% in Pennsylvania. Wisconsin, yeah, that keeps going back and forth because that's close. Michigan at 23% reported. That's going to be Harris is still in the lead right now. Colorado is 62% reported, and it looks like the other gentleman said earlier, yeah, it looks like she's trying to run away with it now. Well, I appreciate y'all. You know, it's my first time kind of doing election coverage like this on our own. We're not just looking at the news media. Of course, we just got something we're going to keep watching here. Okay, now Arizona. Harris has kind of took the lead there. 53% reported. New Mexico, we're still looking at that. And that's close by 5,000 votes. That's close. Maine, what's taking them so long to count their votes? See, New York is already at 74%. And like I said, she just cruising. Vice President Harris is cruising. He said, so NBC, etc. are not claiming Hispanic working men will be the reason she is losing. It's absolutely no mention of black men at all. Well, hey, they can blame them. That's fine. Leave us alone. That's perfect for me. All right. So Illinois, it's she has a lead, a pretty comfortable lead actually in Illinois, just so y'all know. But you look at the counties. See, the most of the voting happens in these counties right here, all that blue. But you see the rest of Illinois, you see it's all red, but just in those pockets where the blue is at. Even where Springfield is at, that's not even a blue area. All right, so let's go back and check on good old Georgia. Georgia's 2.4 million for Trump, 2.2 million for Vice President Kamala Harris. At 88% of the vote counted. I wonder if your girl gonna get voted back in. Your girl Fonnie Willis. Probably. Let me check on that. Let me check on your girl. Hold on. Georgia. Let me check on your girl. House, Georgia statewide, local races. Hold on. What is it? Fulton? Is it Fulton County? Didn't your girl run again? I'm gonna find out. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. I'm gonna find out where your girl at. That's state senate. Hold on. State house. Uncontested. County commissioner. Hold on. I'm gonna find out, y'all. District attorney. Oh, they haven't reported yet. Courtney Kramer is running against her. Okay. Yeah, I was curious if your girl Fonnie, but they haven't updated yet for Fonnie Willis. I was just curious about that. Okay. All right. You know your girl Fonnie, she got her lover. She blowing up a whole career for her lover. That's crazy. All right, Trump is in the lead now in Wisconsin. And in Michigan, Vice President Harris is still up over there with 24% reporting. 57% is reporting in Pennsylvania. And Trump is still in the lead there. Still showing 88%, ladies and gentlemen. Georgia. Of course, we know Florida. Yeah, Trump got about 6 million out of Florida. Man, he mollywopped her in Florida. That's crazy. Texas, same thing. All right, so let's go back to Arizona. And it's close in Arizona, ladies and gentlemen. It's close. You say the shields are shaking as I'm checking it. Boy, I know the shields are nervous. I know they're nervous. Okay, Vice President Harris is leading here in New Mexico as of right now with 59% reporting. But yeah, this right here, he in order for him to win, he had to get this here. And they say if he get this here, if he was to get Pennsylvania? And he's still leading right now, 53% of the vote in Wisconsin. Yeah, it look like she gonna cruise on Colorado. It look like she gonna cruise for real, for real. Okay, 53%. Arizona, we just keep checking, ladies and gentlemen. We checking. Things changing like in a minute. They're changing. All right, Vice President Harris has a lead in New Mexico as of right now, 60% reporting. 60% reporting. All right, Louisiana is about 84% with the vote. And I'm so curious about black people. I'm so curious about how black people didn't show up or did not show up. We're gonna be covering that probably for a while. That's Louisiana. Mississippi got 59. So it looks like Trump is leading there. Alabama, Trump is leading there. Yeah, it looks like Trump about to get South Carolina because that's 90% reporting right there. North Carolina, that's still kind of close, but 84%, he may get that too. Yeah, the shield. Yeah. Earlier when y'all were talking about the shields, yeah. I know they shaking right now. They're like, oh no, man. Like y'all said, the crashing out. Wisconsin is close. 54%. Yeah, it's 88% in Georgia right now. Trump is still up. Let's go to Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is at 59%. 59%. Boy, y'all check on Boulay Martin. Y'all check on that brother. Y'all do a wellness check. If Trump win this election, please do a wellness check on Boulay Martin, y'all. Please. Cause I don't want nothing. I don't want nothing to happen to him. I may disagree with him politically, but I don't want him to happen to Boulay Martin. I don't want him to have a heart attack and nothing out here behind the election. No. Please check on him. I know he's nervous right now. He's sweating right now. All right. So 53%. Vice President Harris is still having a slight lead. Couple of thousand votes, slight lead. 6% New Mexico, she has a lead there. All right, let's get back on camera a little bit. Yeah, so get the monotony. So, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I still look at it though, Stunt Cat. I still look at it because I want to make sure that's what it is. I look at more so the reporting of how much has been reported. And that way, I say, okay, cool. He got this or she got that or whatever. Like New York, hands down, she got that. Illinois, hands down, she got that, right? I mean, she's like 1 million votes in, of course. District of Columbia, she got that. She got that 100%, right? So, and that's just how that is, right? So, yeah. He said Boulay Martin. y'all leave Boulay Martin alone, man. Y'all leave him alone. You said that Duval say, some of your family will be cussing you out if Trump wins due to me voting for Donald J. Trump. And just like you, I am all for it. Oh, yeah. Because trust me, I think the crash out is going to be epic. It's going to be some epic crash outs. God, that's gonna be some good content. Trust me, I'm like Birdman with that too. Like all that content will be great. Oh my Lord, it will. It will. But you say Michigan is at 24%. Okay, we'll get back to it. We'll get back to it. But it's this election has been an interesting. But you have to understand, people are suffering financially. Listen, y'all also have to understand, some people will tell y'all, yeah, I'm gonna vote for Vice President Harris, and then when they get in that voter booth, they go vote Trump. Some people did that too. Just like last time when Trump won, people were like, I ain't voting for no Trump. Man, he this, he that. And then he won the election. How you think he won? It wasn't a bunch of people talking about MAGA. No, it's that people were lying to y'all and saying they're going to vote for Harris, and Hillary at the time. And then he won. It's like, and they're like, how did that happen? How did he win? And all of that, because people was telling y'all one thing, when they went in the voter booth, they did another in the voter booth. You understand? And I think a lot of people did that this time too. It's starting to look like it. Like they'll tell y'all, I'll vote for Harris just so y'all can leave him alone because y'all bullying them so much. And then when they go in the voter booth, Trump. Yeah, I think that's what really what we see on this map right now. Because all these people talking about Harris, all the rallies she did, all the star power. Think about it. Trump shouldn't even be close at all to winning this thing. She brought out all the Hollywood. She brought out all the music people. She brought out everybody. She brought out Obama, Barack. She brought out Michelle. She brought out everybody she could to tell you vote for her. This should not be happening what we were seeing on the screen with all that star power. If she loses this election, after all that star power and all that money and all that stuff that they raised for Vice President Harris, it lets you know the American people are not impressed with that. But we'll see. We'll see. Y'all brought out Cardi B. That woman can't read to save her life. All that money, and you couldn't go take a class. Lord Jesus, take a class. Listen, I'm not going to embarrass myself if I know I just can't do something. I'm going to take a class. I'm going to get listen, she ain't got to go take a class. She has enough money to bring someone to her house to teach her how to speak, to teach her some public speaking or whatever. She has the money to do so. When you have money like that, and I don't know her pockets, but when you have money like that, there's no excuse why you still sounding like you don't have any money. Usually when you get money, things improve about you, right? Your health improve, you learn a lot more, you gain wisdom, you get counsel, you get, so many different things that happen when you get money. And there's no way with Cardi B's reputation, I would have brought her out there speaking at a political event. Now, you want to bring her to the birthday party, you want to bring her to some celebration or something, hey, bring her. No problem. That's what she do. She has fun. But to something serious, when I'm talking to people about voting for me, no. But this woman didn't care. You had Glorilla performing at your Glorilla? Like nobody want to hear Glorilla. Listen, I like Glorilla. Shout out to Glorilla. Her album is a good album. I listen to her album in the gym. Great album. But that's far as it is with Glorilla. I don't want to hear Glorilla at no politic meeting. No. And Glorilla was just getting her bag. I'm not nothing against Glorilla. Nothing against her. But I'm just talking about Kamala Harris and the Democrats thinking that we some bumbling idiots and that you can just put Megan Thee Stallion and Glorilla in front of black people or Cardi B, and oh my God, just because Cardi B said it with her no reading self, I'm going to go vote for you now. Hold on, you say your coworkers, here are crashing out in California. There's some stating they need to go to yoga while some praying. The election ain't been called. They crashing out already? Oh, come on. They can't. You say, who's a Glorilla? I say Glow, not Gorilla, Glorilla. It's a rapper from Memphis. You're a young lady. Glorilla can rap. I give her that. Glorilla can rap. She really can. I give her that. You know. All right, so let's go back to check the screen here. Pennsylvania, let's check that. With 63% being reported, Trump is still in the lead. He has a slight lead. Not a huge one, but a slight lead in Pennsylvania. In Wisconsin, he has a small lead there. Not a big one, but a small one in Wisconsin. Colorado, Vice President Kamala Harris is she's running away with it. She's running away with it in Colorado, which the gentleman said earlier, sound about accurate. In Arizona, well, that just changed. I just saw that. See how the votes just changed by 3,000 votes or so. 54% in Arizona. Well, see how it changed that quick? All right. In New Mexico, Vice President Harris has a slight lead with 63% reporting. Let's go up here to Michigan. In Michigan, Vice President Kamala Harris has a comfortable lead as of right now with only 29% reported. Maine, still the same, 6%. Yeah, see, New York is done. With 65% reported in Pennsylvania, Donald Trump still has a lead there. He has a lead. So, I don't know. Will Trump take Pennsylvania, ladies and gentlemen? Will he take Pennsylvania? Let me see Philadelphia. How much? They got 62% of their votes in. 40%. 86%. 21. 34. Yeah, they about done over there. Okay. So Trump got a little lead as of right now. Yeah. Georgia, yeah, they 91% now. Okay. Yeah, they can almost wrap that up for Trump in Georgia. Wisconsin, we check that again. 58%. Trump is he's still got a lead there. It's been going back and forth. Michigan's still at 29%. We'll check that. We're checking Arizona one more time. Let's see here. Wyoming. I'm thinking Trump should get Wyoming. That'd be easy for him. North Dakota. All that's red. Well, this blue right here, Rolette County, but all that's red. Why is when does Minnesota one close? It closed late or something? Iowa is starting to run away, and people and they had this post on MSNBC. Let me tell y'all about that. They had this post on MSNBC. A woman came out and said, "Oh yeah, Kamala Harris is leading in Iowa." I said, "Huh? Iowa?" I was like, "When has Iowa ever went really blue like that?" I think they did it during Obama, but when did it went really blue? And Trump was raging about Iowa, right? And I'm like, I don't know if Harris gonna pull that Iowa. Iowa is like, it's white, put it like that. And I don't really think Vice President Harris would pull that off in Iowa. I just don't think she would. So now we're seeing what the get down is on election day. And we say, yeah, see, let me tell y'all about these pollsters. stop listening to them people talking about, oh, the polls are saying this and the polls saying that. Man, the only thing that matter is election day. Don't wreck your brain on all that mess. I'm up in the polls. These people have shown their polls are not credible. They're not credible. So just look at the polls on election day. That's the only credible poll you look at. Because these people every day, he's up in the poll, she's up in the poll. Oh, it's close. Oh, it's to the wire. I'm like, y'all just wrong. Because clearly in some states, yes, but clearly y'all are wrong about everything. And this is why people don't trust the mainstream media. Just wait till election day and then look at it in real time, and then we'll find out what's going on. My Lord. All right. We back on the map once again, ladies and gentlemen, checking in real time, going back to Pennsylvania. 65% reporting right now, ladies and gentlemen. And Donald Trump is still leading in Pennsylvania. Still leading. We'll get back to New Mexico here. See, the numbers just changed in real time. 63% reported. And Vice President Harris is leading there. Arizona, 54%. And Trump still holds that 3,000 vote lead there. Very, very close. Ladies and gentlemen, very close. Let's see here. Yeah, it look like Trump gonna get North Carolina because they 85% reported. Man, is he about to take all these states? That's crazy. That is crazy. Man, Trump is running away with Wisconsin right now. He's built up have y'all seen Wisconsin? Wow. And they almost 80% reported. Michigan, it's only 30% reported, so it's still more, but Vice President Harris is leading there. Okay, in Illinois, with 80% reported, Vice President Harris has 400,000 vote lead there. Okay. Now it looked like she's gonna get Virginia, but you still have this one that's not even counted yet. So we'll see. Look like Lee County haven't been counted yet. Yeah, let's go back to Pennsylvania again. Pennsylvania, he's still holding a lead, little over 100,000 vote lead. But you still have some more. Clearfield County, Elk County. They haven't put their numbers up yet. And Trump running away here with Missouri right now. No, Springfield right there, Greene County. I wonder how he gonna do in Springfield. Curious about that one. All right, with 41% counted reporting, Trump is leading in Iowa. Arizona still haven't changed yet, at least from what I've seen. New Mexico, Vice President Harris has a comfortable lead. As Albuquerque finally came online, I knew that was going to be blue. Because once again, if you see a major city, you can just go ahead on and assume it's blue. You can just assume it for the most part. So there you go. But all these other counties outside there are smaller counties. and you see the votes. But with the bigger cities at, that's where all the people at. All right. We'll see how that goes with the election. Wisconsin, they say 60%, so it's still kind of close. That's not a whole lot. Vice President Harris got a good lead in Michigan. Hey, Bernard Gohard, thank you. Yeah, appreciate you. And shout out to all the 4,000 people here on the screen. We trying to hang in there with y'all tonight. We're looking at just some things here as it's going along. I'm also double checking on other sources as well on my other phone here. Maryland, where's Maryland at? Maryland, where you at, Maryland? That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for Maryland. Hold on. Yeah, Maryland, yeah, she ran away with that one. Yeah, it's safe to say she gonna get Maryland. It is safe to say that, but you see Baltimore City, and then Prince George's County. Yeah, you don't got black people over there. You see how Harris. Yeah, all that. Okay. You know, some black folks, they're going to vote for Harris. But I'm saying, look at Prince George's County. That's crazy. Almost all they votes went to Kamala Harris. You say Minnesota closed at Central Time? Well, why they haven't shown Minnesota's yet? Why haven't theirs updated if it's closed at 8? I don't know why it's not updating here. North Dakota. It's safe to say Trump probably gonna get that over there. That's safe to say. Idaho, I guess they about to start. All of California, they just about to come on. Yeah, they about to come online. California. Arizona, still haven't changed, at least here yet. Trump, you know, he's ahead. Now, the news media is calling Arkansas for Trump, but you know me, I like to see it get a little bit further ahead, at least 75% or 80% with a comfortable lead before I say something, but the news media is saying it. So, let's see here. What we got? New Mexico is still kind of blue. Yeah, thank you, Monique. Greatly appreciate you. Arizona still sitting at 54%. I don't know why it froze like that. And then you have Pennsylvania, ladies and gentlemen, is still looking at 67%. Trump's in the lead there. Okay. All right, what we got here? A lot of little counties out there in Maine. Wow, a lot of little counties. How many of y'all been to Maine? Maine, they say it's one of them areas that's a lot of the folks. Ain't many of us. So 67% counted, they said. And we have Trump still in the lead. You say it would be embarrassing if Trump wins Minnesota? Why would it be embarrassing if he won Minnesota? Oh, because of Tim Walz? I guess so. But let me see here. I'm just looking. Just give me a second. Yeah, Nevada, and all of them I think they're gonna be coming online here shortly too. So we'll see. We'll see. Now they say 66% New Mexico. Yeah, that's about close. Okay. I'm waiting for this stuff to change. They haven't changed yet. Give me a second. All right. Well, nothing has changed. California. All right. California has already started already. The results are starting to come in from California, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, Napa. There you go. So we'll see. I'm interested to see how many people actually vote for Trump in California. I'm very interested to see that. That's something I've been anxious to see. Okay, Oregon is starting to propagate here. And so far, Trump's in the lead there. Montana, that's starting to come up. Utah haven't came up yet. Wyoming is finally starting to come up. Max Franklin Mean says, I kind of hope Trump wins. The crashing out will be epic. That's I know that much. All right. Trump has a lead in Wisconsin, 62%. All right, in Pennsylvania, 69% reported, and Trump 2.5 million, Vice President Harris 2.3 million. Yeah, she got Virginia. Okay, she got that. Yeah, she definitely like she got. We'll see. But like she got Illinois. 32% reporting out of Michigan. Vice President Harris has a lead there. But these things are changing as you see in real time. Let me see. After you get out of Albuquerque, all this area, I wonder if there's red down here somewhere. We'll find out here in a minute. Oregon. Oh, Trump, man, he's starting to run away with it now. 47% with Iowa. Yeah, because all that stuff is red up there. Missouri at 44%. Trump is up. Arkansas, 66% reporting. Trump is up. Same thing in Mississippi. Trump got that, look like. Alabama. Trump is running the yard there. Of course, Louisiana here, 91% reported. Trump running the yard. Texas, my state. Trump, let me see down here. Let me look at the counties. Okay, so Cameron County, Hidalgo, that's very close. That's very close for Hidalgo. Jim Hogg, Brooks. Okay. Oklahoma. That's all, I guess it's all red all over the place, right? Man, Trump, you did it like that in Oklahoma? Kansas is 63% reporting. Look like it's a little like you remember Vice President Harris was up in Nebraska earlier? Now Trump then just came up in Nebraska. Uh-oh. Ooh, I know the Shields are like tripping right now. I know they tripping hard right now. This is crazy. 57% reported. Trump is up. 22% South Dakota. Oh, I'm not sharing the screen. Sorry about that. I thought y'all were looking at it with me. Okay. So, as you can see here, 57% so far in North Dakota, but I was talking about South Dakota a little earlier on the screen, right? California, they slowly starting to report. Utah haven't reported yet. They still 54% in Arizona. Oregon, 2% reporting now. Trump is up there. New Mexico, Vice President Harris is still up there with 65% reporting. Let's go back. Let's go back to Pennsylvania, ladies and gentlemen. You say what's going on? Hey, shoot, man, I'm here with y'all, man. Thank you, Locklicious Hair. I appreciate you. Hope the business going good. All right, so 71% coming out of Pennsylvania, ladies and gentlemen. 71%, and Trump is still up. Ladies and gentlemen, in Pennsylvania. It's safe to say Trump got it in Georgia with 91% reporting. Let me see here. Of course, Louisiana, 91%. Yeah, he got that. Mississippi is at 71%. At 62%, Vice President Harris has a commanding lead there. Arizona votes haven't changed yet. I wonder what's up with that. Man, the Oregon votes are coming quick. Okay, so Trump got a slight lead there in Oregon. New Jersey, 72% have came in. She got a 200,000 lead. You say you want Trump to win by a landslide? There's a lot of red on this map starting to show up now. Michigan is 33% in. She still has a lead. Wisconsin. Trump got over 1 million votes already in Wisconsin. Dwight Shaw, thank you very much for sticking with us tonight on this stream. Appreciate everybody that's here tonight. Thank you for your generosity. We here with you. All right. So what else we got? Utah haven't came in yet. California still trying to. Okay. Well, look right here, Amador County in California. That area, all y'all California people at. Okay, so now some more that came in. Santa Clara, California. So far this was coming in at 4% with California. We're gonna watch California. We interested to see what's up. You say INS, DHS, and Border Patrol get ready. Hey, if Trump get in office, y'all need to go to what is that? USAjobs.gov and start applying for them ICE jobs and all that. Shoot, Trump gonna be hiring. You ain't got a job, Trump will be hiring. 54% still in Arizona. 65%. New Mexico, she still has a lead there. All right, Washington State has came online, and she should. Well, we'll see if she get Washington State or not, because I know it's very, very blue in Seattle and all them places like that. But we'll see. That's the West Coast for you. All right, so Vice President Harris has a lead in Oregon. Nevada haven't came online, but I know their stuff is closed. It just haven't came online here as of yet. Go back to Pennsylvania because that's one of the main ones that's important in this race. Pennsylvania. Trump is still leading with 73%. Counted up 74%. Trump's still leading. See it change in real time. %92% is out of Georgia. And Trump still leading there. Got 82% reporting out of Illinois. Vice President Harris, yeah, she got that. Michigan, she's still leading at 34% reported. Wisconsin was 65%. Trump has a small lead. It's not a big one. It's a small one. But you know the Democrats right now, y'all, is mad about this. Robert Kennedy. They're mad about Jill Stein. They're mad about Chase Oliver. Because in their mind, those votes, and you see those votes just change. In their mind, those votes belong to Democrats. All of them, right? In their rabbit mind. And if she loses the election, she's gonna be blaming the third parties for Jill Stein and Robert Kennedy and all them for taking votes away from Democrats, right? Okay, cool. Let's see. Washington State, a 2% reporting. California is at 4%. Lassen County, that's another red county in California. When Nevada's gonna come on, I gotta look and see what Nevada's numbers are. I haven't seen nothing out of Nevada. Y'all, give me a second so I can see if I can see something out of Nevada. Hold on, let me see if Nevada election results. No, that one, they're not even showing that one. They're talking about expecting results soon. Okay. It just haven't came online yet. Okay. 14% reporting out of Oregon. Vice President Harris is kind of up. Yeah, if anybody in here from Nevada? Like, what the temperature was looking like from Nevada? Oh, that'd be crazy. If California flipped, that would be, you really know people are pissed in California if that flipped. They're still at 74%. North Carolina, 88%. Trump's still up there. South Carolina. Yeah, Trump won that one for sure. It's at 93% in Georgia right now. I told y'all, once you get out there, that Atlanta area right there, and in Columbus, Augusta, Savannah, all them major cities, yeah, Georgia is completely red. Man, Georgia got a lot of, people from Georgia tell you, they got sundown towns, everything else in Georgia. Man, Trump really got a head here. Texas. All right, ladies and gentlemen, just keep checking California. California keep coming online. They actually reporting pretty quick. So Madera. Oh, okay. Madera County. Yeah, my wife is originally from that area, Madera, California. Yeah, my wife was born in Cali. Let's see here. Let's see what else we got. Oregon. Vice President Kamala Harris came up in Oregon. Washington State, Trump got us with 6% reporting. Arizona, what's going on, Arizona? Why did you freeze here on me? I ain't seen nothing else report. New Mexico, 66%. She's still leading there. Cause see, if she gets California, say, yeah, I'm on a different site than the MSNBC or Axios or whatever. I mean, all that is estimates. All that's estimates. I'm not really worried about what they're saying here. I'm worried more so about what the states are saying, not what that's saying up here. I'm not even thinking about that. I'm thinking about who's winning these states. And all that, who's awarding this, until they actually certify the election, and that's, into December? That's when you know who really, really, So I'm not worried about it as of yet, because some of these news reports, they're calling states that haven't even fully turned in all this stuff yet, right? I'm looking at one of the news, because right now, if I look at I think like Fox, right? Fox is saying 193, 216. That's what Fox is saying. So I'm not even worried about this. I'm worried about the states. That's all I'm worried about. And they probably going to give her that because of California. They say too early to call. They say Michigan, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, Arizona, North Carolina, Georgia, and Nevada as Trump wins Iowa. It ain't too early to call. I would call Georgia. I would call Georgia for Trump. Look, how is it too early to call? Well, yeah, I mean, it's like within 200,000. But you think she's going to make up more than 200,000? I mean, yeah, I guess it's close. Like Pennsylvania, yeah, I get why they saying that. 75%. I get it. Supposedly Nevada are saying young voters don't have experience signing their names, which is the holdup. Okay, I guess. They sign their name and they got a driver's license, so what they talking about? Okay, Washington State is at 11% now. Let me go back to California. California is back on 6%. San Luis, Santa Clara, Mercedes, Alameda, Napa. All this is blue. Utah haven't came online yet either. Now, see, the news media is already claiming Trump. They want to say Trump won this state already. But I'm like, you got 55% counted. I mean, do y'all know how many registered voters are in the state? Like only, 928,000 votes came? I'm just interested in like how they projecting winners when they, I thought you would want to project it when they get about 75, 80%. Like Illinois, okay, yeah, you would project her to win that because look how far ahead she is. So it makes sense. Y'all, I'm not worried about what it says up there because even like if you look at like Fox, they'll say 216 for Trump, 193 for Harris. That's what they're saying, right? And this site is looking at just, so I'm not worried about that. I'll just keep watching what it's flipping to. Because when they call a state, they just go ahead on award them the electoral votes. That's what they do on the news. So Arizona's at 54%, and now Trump is in the lead barely still. Yeah, you said it's been reported that they holding up the votes in Nevada. Yeah, because they not reporting. And what's going on in Minnesota? Hey, is something going on in Minnesota? Because I'm like, Minnesota should have been having their stuff reported. What's going on? Arizona, 55%, ladies and gentlemen. Wisconsin is close, but it's 68%. Fifty-five percent. I'm sorry, 75% right now in Pennsylvania, and it's still kind of close, ladies and gentlemen. Still kind of close. Yeah, Trump look like he got Tennessee. Missouri's almost there. Let me get back on screen here for a minute. So did y'all expect, and while I'm checking some other things, did y'all kind of expect it to go the way it is? Somebody said something about I thought I saw somebody say something about Fani Willis. You say Minnesota? Yeah. Like, why are they playing around? Why are they playing around? Let me look on my other thing here and find out what's going on with Minnesota. Why are they playing with the results? Are they trying to pull some funny business? Well, what I'm looking at here, I'm looking at something else. Election results. Let me go. They're saying so far in Minnesota. Let me go get that. Let me get up what I'm looking at. Just give me a second. Just give me a second. There we go. Okay, where are we at? Right here. Okay. All right, I'm gonna show y'all what I'm looking at. So they're saying right now, they're saying Minnesota, Donald Trump has a lead in Minnesota right now with 16% reporting. And they say right now he has 61% of the vote with 331,000 votes to her 199,491, and this is freaking Minnesota. Let me see. Let me see. See, Nevada is not on there at all. Give me a second. Let me get a look. Zoom in. Nope. Zoom out. New Hampshire. Well, right now, if you see on here on 34% reporting, yeah, they said now, according to here on Google, at least this particular deal here, they're saying Trump is up in Michigan. They're saying Trump is kind of up here with 67% reporting in Wisconsin, and Minnesota, Trump is up. That's crazy. California, Harris, they say what the vote count is. They say 18% reporting, and then you have Arizona with Trump. You know, it kind of froze. I don't know what happened there. Utah haven't said nothing. Oregon, Harris is kind of up. And then you got 12. Let me go back to the other site I was at. Let me just see something real quick. Now that's like they said 10%. Let me go back here and move my thing. Move this here. Okay. But this one here is saying that 18% was on here. And Kamala's up. But it's not showing. Okay, here we go. It's showing everybody. And look like Jill Stein, she's on there. Oregon, she's up. I don't know why they calling the state already when you only 58% reported. See, they say the AP has called it. That's where they're getting this stuff from, right? Let me see, show all states. See, they called North Dakota for Trump. Give me a second. It was interesting how they did that. %91%, but they haven't called that one yet. If you look at it here, it's showing Trump 2.7 million, the other one 2.5 million. Now Kamala kind of went up in Michigan. Trump still holding a slight lead there. That's on 36%. Now they say that Nevada. That's interesting that Nevada has not. Okay. All right. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Yeah. Nevada playing around. I don't know what's the deal with Nevada and what's the problem. Let me look into this here. Now they say they want to give Trump they went on call North Carolina just now for Trump. So let me go back to my other screen. And let's hit this. All right. So let's go back to the national. So they just called North Carolina for Trump, saying that he got that one. Okay, cool. Arizona just still stuck at 55%. So we probably won't. I don't know what's going on in Arizona. I don't know if we're going to have Arizona tomorrow or when we're going to have Arizona. They're 10% reporting. Okay, Tulare County is a red county in California. It's interesting to see that. In your county, it's all blue. Kamala Harris is taking a big lead in Oregon. She's taking a big lead in Washington State. The West Coast, boy, that's a lot of you liberals at. 1.2. All right. Pennsylvania, what's taking so long? What's taking so long? Y'all poll been closed. We want to find out who's going to win that state. Georgia has 94% reporting, and Trump is still in the lead over there by, definitely more than 100,000 votes. They called Georgia. Let me see. You say they called it? Let me see. No, they say they haven't called it yet. Not yet. Like I say, they called Oregon for her. And they called Washington State for her. I don't know how they called California and only 25% has been reported. That's crazy to me. Illinois, we've been following that one, so yeah, I get why they called that one. That's understandable. New Mexico, Arizona, they haven't called that one yet. So we're still waiting on some key races here. Of course, that's been called. Oh, they use ranked choice voting. Okay. Maryland. Okay, they already called that one. So that's what we still waiting on. Georgia, Arizona. We're waiting on Michigan. It's Wisconsin. Trump still has a lead there right now in Michigan. And he still has a lead in Wisconsin. Not much of a lead, though, but 68% reporting. So it looked like, especially with the Nevada situation, we may not be able to find that stuff out till tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. But so far, I know the Democrat shields are losing their mind. I know they were nervous. I know they're quaking in their boots. I know they're going to be, Boulay Martin going to be sitting up all night. You say, Michigan flip red. That'd be crazy. If with Michigan, that would be crazy because remember what we saw earlier, that county where Detroit is at, that was showing red. Now, you know that's black folks doing that. There's a lot of black folks in Detroit. Yeah. If he gets Pennsylvania and he gets Georgia, yeah, I think that's going to be it. I think that's all he need, right? Ladies and gentlemen? Oh, you said Tulare County is mostly farmland? Okay, I got you. You said there's a lot of areas, red areas in California, so even in the Bay Area, there's red areas. So if you go to Southern California, Anaheim, Orange County. Oh, yeah, I know about Orange County. Yeah, that's red. That is completely red. If I had to live in California, I would stay in Orange County. Oh, yes, I would not be staying nowhere near L.A. County. You couldn't pay me to. Matter of fact, when I go to California, I go stay in Anaheim. I don't even stay in L.A. I stay in Anaheim. I like staying down there or, closer going down toward that way. Let's check it back out again here. Let's see, that's 68% reporting. Michigan, why are they so slow to report? 37%. Y'all remember back in the day where you can go have an election and before you go to bed, you know who the president is. Like right this time of night, you would know who the president is. Like, hey, this is going to be the president. Now they take all day for it now. Georgia, 91%. Okay, Pennsylvania has 19 electoral votes. Okay. 19, so 49. If you get that 49. And what Georgia has? 49, 59, 40, 49, 59. Okay. No, if he would get, no, y'all was talking about if he had got Pennsylvania and Georgia. Nah, he still had to get something else. Let me see, Wisconsin has 10. But that's only 68% reporting. Arizona has 11, which is a pretty good state you want to win. And that's only 50% reporting, and they I don't know why they stopped reporting. Idaho, okay, they called that one already. They called Wyoming. Nevada has 6 electoral votes. Okay. That's crazy. California has so many electoral votes. That is crazy. They have more electoral votes than my state of Texas. Texas has 40. Hey, well, how many Louisiana got? Oh, 8. And Florida got how many? 30. Okay. Well, we still kind of waiting, ladies and gentlemen. We still waiting. But even if you see here, they said Trump so far got more votes than Harris. We talking about the popular vote as of now. Yeah, y'all check on Boulay Martin over there, because all this red on this map right here, man, shoot, that's a lot. That is a lot. Jill Stein, they say nationwide got almost 453,000 votes. Robert Kennedy got 447,000 votes. Chase Oliver got almost the same. So, yeah. I guess Alaska and Hawaii, I guess their stuff hasn't went online yet either, right? Nope. Where'd it go? All right. That's crazy. That's crazy. They called the race and it's only 75% reporting. It's crazy how they do that when it's still close like that. And if y'all can see, Trump is still in the lead with 80% reporting. He looked like he's on his way to win Pennsylvania. He's definitely like he's on his way to win Pennsylvania. It's still close in Wisconsin. Michigan, it's very close to Michigan with 41% still. %, reporting. Blue counties, let me see what's the San Bernardino, San Diego County. Arizona, it's like they stopped reporting. Like, what's going on with that? I'm just still trying to figure that out. Yeah, they should go ahead and just call Georgia for Trump, because, I mean, it's 94% reported. Let me go back to the other thing I was at just so I can look at, just cross-reference. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. So I don't know what's going on with Arizona. We still waiting on that. I don't know what they're doing. Like I said, I haven't looked at the mainstream media as we've been doing this. We've kind of been looking at things on our own. I know I'm probably going to sit up some more and try to see what these results is that's coming in. I thought we'd have a little bit closer margin right now than what we have right now, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, at least the AP is saying 230 to 205 right now. That's what the AP is saying here on Google. Because they called, what state did they call for her? They just called some other state for her just now. But let's see. We're still waiting for Georgia, Pennsylvania, and we're still waiting on Wisconsin, Michigan, Arizona. We're still waiting on those states. If you can see, like, it just, like this one here. You still wait, but it's 91% reporting. I don't know why you don't go ahead and just call that one. Well, it's kind of close though. I get it. And then Pennsylvania, if you look at Pennsylvania with 81% reporting, I mean, shoot. Wisconsin, and then Michigan. And I'll tell you about the Michigan thing. I'm curious because, a lot of Muslims was saying they wasn't going to vote for her. Look, Cornel West got 2,311 votes in Michigan. Justice for All Party. Okay. They got 50% with 11 electoral votes. Could be won, but Trump got a slight lead there in Arizona. Okay. That's crazy how they call it with 13% reporting. It's so crazy. All right. Get back on screen here. Boom. How long we been on, y'all? We been on what? 3 hours, almost 4 hours tonight? Yeah. Shoot, let me get something out of here real quick. Let me hit something on my screen. Let me hit something real quick. Give me a second. All right. We still here. We still rocking. It's 11, and we still don't have a winner yet. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We want a winner. We want to figure out who's gonna be the president. That way, I know what my content strategy gonna be. All right, we back. We back on screen here, and Arizona has still not called it. Georgia sitting at 91%. Trump still in the lead. Pennsylvania is 81% reporting and still has not said anything as of yet. They haven't called that one. So it says supposedly California has done, let me see California. Okay. Yeah, you say I need to get some real sleep. Oh yeah. You say they gave her Virginia. You say moving too slow. Yeah, it is moving slow. And that's why I was trying to. Hopefully, we could have got something tonight, right? But we'll find. I'll probably sit up tonight and lay in my bed, probably fall asleep and figure out what happened, right? I definitely need to go downstairs. But yeah, we hung out as long as we could for these results. You say you used to heard Cat in Madera? Okay. And you say they gave her Virginia. You say it looked like she's creeping up. Yeah, I'm seeing that. It says, I'm looking at it on the screen right now. It says like 205 to 230. Yeah, it's saying that she's creeping up. But like I said, Georgia haven't been called yet. Arizona haven't been called. Wisconsin, Pennsylvania got 81%, and they still haven't been called yet. That's the crazy part. But I'm tripping out about Georgia. Like, how you don't call Georgia, and it has 91% reporting. But yeah, I'm just saying it's still close though. I don't know it's taking so long to get the votes counted. Arizona, it's still close, so they can't call that. Wisconsin got 70%, but that's close. So there you go. There you go. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, hold on. Yeah, only 205. That's what she got. Harris got 205. Trump, they're saying 230. So, we'll see. We probably will not get the result until tomorrow. Now, I'm not going to stream with y'all till tomorrow morning. That's just not going to happen. So, definitely thank y'all for being with us for at least this far. And if of course, tomorrow we'll definitely have who won. That's for sure. And we'll figure out what's going on in Nevada. If Nevada had been online, we could have got a result, right? And we appreciate you joining us tonight and staying with us and looking at who's doing what with the voting. And we'll definitely catch y'all tomorrow on the stream. So thank y'all for coming and being with us, for all 4,000 of y'all that was here tonight. Thank y'all, and we'll see y'all on the next one. I wish we could have got a result before we ended this, but hey, unfortunately we didn't. So we'll go